Congratulations to Michigan, national champions, first time in forever. Harbaugh gets his first title.
He gone.
I don't think so.
No? Are we going to get into that already, guys? We barely.
Keep going.
We'll get into coach talk.
Yeah.
All right. So we always start off with our famous number 64s. I have no one. So who do you guys have?
I got somebody.
I got someone.
And Eddie's going to like this one.
Let's hear it.
Bosco legend Matthias Talivo.
Nobody
sir.
Does anybody know who that is?
That's a homie.
That's a homie.
He's the big Samoan that was here that one time.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
The one that broke the chair?
Nobody.
The one that broke the chair?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why
all
are you
right, cool.
calling him out like that?
I didn't know. There's a bunch of big dudes roll through.
That's true. There's only been one to break the chair.
Yeah, that was it. All right, good for him.
Richie Incognito, Raider legend.
I got
slash Dolphin legend.
Oh, / no legend.
I got George Blanda.
George Blanda. That's a legend.
I got Packer legend Jerry Kramer.
Wow.
Zach for sure has one. I know if Zach's on, he has one.
Zach will be on. He'll bring up the famous 64 in like an hour and a half.
And
He's always late on that.
7:45. Famous 64s, guys.
It's
So anyway, so those are your famous 64s. Not too many. Nobody really out there. But anyways, so let's get to you're fired. Does anybody have anybody to fire?
I do. It's my.
You didn't have one 2 minutes ago.
I know, but it came to my head a minute later.
You got one?
I got one.
Anybody? You got, so we all have one?
I got two, really.
I don't.
I don't have any, but I'll make one up.
Go ahead.
All right, so you go first.
I'll go first. I want to fire the NBA.
God.
The quality of play. This is the time in the season where like no one gives a shit because they're almost to All-Star break, but they're not. So like no one's playing. I mean, this score right here, 55-74. I think there's been like 30-point blowouts the last 2 weeks. It's just been a hard watch.
It's been pretty bad.
It's been pretty bad. Lakers
And it's
lost
supposed to be better.
30 last night.
It's supposed to be better. This is actually the time where teams start playing, like after Christmas.
You would think.
But
I mean, look at the effort in this game.
one team's giving effort. The other team, they're just not making shots. But we still got 132 points here, bud.
This has to change,
There's 135. You see, we're chasing the over here.
Someone's chasing the over here.
We're chasing the
over
over
here. If you haven't
here.
noticed, someone's chasing the over here.
So Jacob's firing the NBA. Good firing. What do you got, CJ?
I got two.
Let's hear
I'm
it.
going to make the first one.
I want to argue with you.
Nice and quick. Not going to argue because I think you're going to agree with both of them.
I don't ever agree with you.
That's not true.
That's
First one, nice and quick. Florida State fans, shut the fuck up. You got your ass ripped by 60 points, and you're still
Where are
talking.
these fans talking at? I don't see them.
So you got to understand the history.
Where are they?
So,
What are you?
no.
Are you? What message board are you on?
Look.
It's on a Clemson
You got
message
to
board and
understand
shit.
the history. Florida State football Twitter is like the oldest college football Twitter fandom ever. Like, they're the first fan base to ever be on Twitter. So their fan base is old and they're active, and they just talk shit all the fucking
on Twitter.
Twitter all day, all night, up night. They're talking shit. Talking about, oh, look, Alabama lost. You should have saw. We should have been the number 14. We're the best. Like, just
Still
to this day, Rafa.
the season's over.
Bro, you got dicked by 60 and you're still saying you should have been in the playoffs. And now you have NIL allegations. So you're not going to no playoff no time soon, man.
I think you're in these group chats just to fight with people.
No, 100%.
I'm on
finds
Twitter.
the fight.
He
No.
finds the fight.
No, but you got to be on certain Twitters. Like,
You gotta
if
be
you're a
on
fan,
certain
He's
Twitters.
on the
I
Twitter.
know. He goes to every college's Twitter.
Yeah,
He's
every
like,
Twitter.
He's like, FSU
Oh, Michigan Twitter? You know I was starting shit.
Oh, my God.
Second one. You vaccine-loving, Aaron Rodgers canceling mother effers.
Whoa.
Stop trying to
specific.
cancel my boy ARod for saying what the fuck he wants in fucking America. Golly. Pat McAfee, you got us good, buddy. I was going to fire you, but you got us. You sold us. Good on you. But ESPN, NCAA, all you fucking letter institutions, let people say and do what the fuck they want. All you Aaron Rodgers hating motherfuckers, stop trying to cancel my guy.
Wow.
Period.
That was a lot. A lot. Anybody, you got
That
to
was
change your pace?
passionate.
I don't have anything.
I want to fire some of the Alabama haters out there. And you know who you are.
Well, actually, I have firing, but I got
Go ahead.
No, go.
Yeah, so you know who you are, Alabama haters, hating on Nick Saban that he retired. Pete Carroll's better, blah, blah, blah. You can't even take those people
This
serious.
is-
Put a name on it.
To one person, by the way.
I'm not going to put a name on it. He knows who he is.
Rafa, this
knows.
is two nobodies.
Well, we're going to get him to call in later, hopefully, so we can figure this out. But, no, Alabama.
They're still gonna be great.
They're still going to be. I don't know about great.
Okay.
But I'm not a fan. But
It's the SEC, Rafa.
I agree.
It's Caleb
but,
DeBoer. Did you see that?
yeah, we'll get into that later.
We'll get into
but
that. We'll get into that. I'll
firing
save
the
it for
Bama
later.
haters. They were
plenty of
done 2
them.
weeks ago.
Someone's they're laughing at CJ's firing. He goes, "That was really detailed," with like 4 laughing faces.
Hey, man.
Oh, I was gonna fire. I don't know if it was NFL or ESPN. Right after Bill Belichick like retired, like 12 hours later, they post like several slides of like him and Robert Kraft and like Tom Brady, like quotations, basically saying how he thought Brady was done when he left the Patriots, and he ended up winning the Super Bowl, and they're just like shit talking him, and it's basically how the post is insinuating that he was nothing without Brady.
Wow. So you are firing the people.
Yeah, because it's like this man retired. Like, give him a congrats for a little bit, you know? Like,
He didn't retire. They just parted ways. I don't know if there's any
you're
sort of
right.
retirement.
I hate that term.
But it's like,
What term? Retired?
Parting ways. They choose it so selectively, I feel like.
Well, listen, we don't want you anymore. You want me to fire you, or you don't want to be here anymore?
But I just
it's
say
out of-
everybody is fired.
No, it's out of respect. It's out of respect.
He's
You-
a legend of the game.
you can't fire a man that brought you to a
I
dynasty.
absolutely agree with that, but they just pick and choose the phrase so like selectively with people.
I think they use it when the coaches are good. Like you can,
Like Staley, he was fired.
It's like a personal.
yeah, Staley was fired. That's 100%. But Ron Rivera, who's I don't
he
know if he
fucking
was.
sucks.
He
I'm
might have
sorry.
been fired, but was Vrabel? Did they say fired or parted ways?
You say fired.
They said
Oh,
fired.
yeah, I would have fired his ass months ago. That's me.
Do you know what I mean, though? But
That's
it's like,
me, though.
and like, who do we use and not who we do? Just say the
Well,
motherfucker
Vrabel
fired.
didn't win shit, but Bill Belichick, bro.
Party-
I
Parted
agree.
ways.
I agree. I'm
Put some
saying
respect on the man's name.
The phrase in general, I just don't like. They just use it so.
I get what you're
Mike
saying.
Vrabel was fired.
Okay, good. Thank God.
He deserved it.
would've
I'm
fired
sorry.
his ass 10 times.
People saying he's a great coach.
I think he's
I
overrated.
don't get it.
I think he's overrated.
What has he done?
Not a damn thing. So
The man kept Ryan Tannehill on his roster for like 3 extra years that he shouldn't
Ryan
have.
Tannehill was 13-3 1 year. Got to buy.
Stop it.
They won
Stop
playoff
it.
game.
It don't matter. Stop it. That man was terrible. Horrible. Garbaggio. Come on, man.
Give it go.
Oh man.
Ozempic Eddie.
That was a lot, Ozempic Eddie.
He threw all the phrases
Jesus,
in
he
one.
even threw the come on, man. And at the end. I like it a lot. I like it. All right, so moving on. Our blue chip recap from last week. By the way,
was a great
114
week, man.
and
Great week.
115.
We made some money.
6-3 last week. We'll go over real quick. Steelers -3. They were on the road against the Ravens. That cashed.
That was a lock.
Lions over 45.5. Easy peasy, lemon
Little
squeezy.
sweat in the first half. but
Little
they
bit.
got-
A little
they got
scoring
it
second
first
going.
half. It was a low scoring
They
first
started
half.
rolling. Raiders -3.
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt, right? Bills -3. That
That was
a
a little sketchy.
man.
but they
James
just
Cook
take you
drops
to
a touchdown in the first quarter.
Yeah.
This
and then-
first half, and to end the first half, that was terrible.
That was brutal.
But we got there anyways. And then the Titans +4. That looked good all the way. Mike Vrabel went out as a winner. Never won shit, but in the last game he did.
Took out the Jags. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
Saints -3. What a romping that was. That ended kind of funky. And then we
Jameis
lost.
Winston, by the way, what a dog.
Yeah.
He's the funniest.
And we lost first half Eagles
What a
and
mess.
Washington and the Huskies on Monday night. That was atrocious.
A
man.
pure ass beating.
That
Okay.
was embarrassing.
Was it a blowout or was it a close game?
I think it was a close game.
The score obviously didn't show how close it was, but I don't think for a second that Washington had a chance to like get into it.
All right, get into it.
They
They
had
were
like
20
three
they were down
chances.
3.
But like it was
CJ.
7, but they were down 7. But every single time we saw them get the ball, choke. It was like
No, but
repetitive.
listen,
like you just
but
didn't feel
I understand,
like,
but they were in. When you get
were
the
in
ball,
the game,
When you
but-
get the ball 3 different times to tie the game,
Yeah, that was
to
bad.
put a drive together to get points. I don't think you're not in the game. You're
in the
definitely
game.
in the game.
you're in the game. But I'm saying like I never watching it. I never
You felt
doubted.
you didn't feel it.
I didn't feel that Washington. I was like, damn, Michigan is just controlling. They run the ball whenever the fuck they want. They're controlling time. Michael Penix looks pedestrian. He can't make simple throws. Like that after that first one where he overthrew the dude that should have been a touchdown. I think it was Odunze.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
4th and 7.
how do you come back
He
from
missed
that?
some throws, and they had the drop
But it was
by
like
the running
2
back.
or 3 really bad ones early.
Oh, no. He had terrible throws. He
And
looked like 2 out there.
And then when you see them, same thing that you saw with Caleb Williams versus Utah in the Pac-12 championship, they go into halftime. What is Michael Penix and Odunze doing? They're sitting on the bench, laid back, not talking to. I'm like, oh, they're out. Michigan's got this. Like it just didn't feel like Washington had a chance.
Keeping it real with Lady F&D said Washington was close, and then they started to choke, and she was very confused on what the fuck happened.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree.
It was confusing.
You had so many chances, but the offense, usually it's the opposite. Usually the defense can't stop nobody.
yeah, that defense isn't very good. They made a bunch of great stops.
Yeah.
Right? They had that long play that then they were able to hold them to a field goal. Penix's turnover coming out of halftime was brutal because they went into halftime scoring a touchdown. Now you maybe got some momentum. You're getting the ball. On the first play, he throws an interception.
Yeah.
First play, he throws a pick. That was just brutal. And then they still held him to a field goal. So it's like,
Yeah,
all
you
right.
still had a
So
chance.
you're
Yeah.
still in this. The defense is
that
keeping
field goal
you.
right there was a win.
Oh, huge win. They had 2 huge wins like that.
Yeah.
The defense, I think, played
Above average.
way
average.
above what anyone
Yeah.
anyone expected. But Washington's offense, Michael Penix, I mean, he looked like a 4th-round pick.
Yeah, literally.
He did.
He
looked
looked
pedestrian.
he looked like a
and
4th
I get
round
like
pick.
he was pressured a lot, but
And
he
JJ
couldn't
McCarthy,
take-
a 5th rounder.
That's a lot of praise.
That's a
He's
lot
getting
of praise.
drafted?
He's getting
People are saying he's a first round talent.
first round what?
Those are
A first
people who
round
don't-
what
people
draft
who
is
haven't-
that?
who
So
haven't
I'm
watched
not going to
anything.
really get into it, but 2 quick people that can really kiss. Dave Portnoy saying that this Michigan team is the best team that has ever existed.
He's lying. That's
Lying.
just that's
Get the
just
fuck
that's
out.
just
He's a Michigan
But
home.
also-
no. He's just doing that to gain, to fuck
Followers
around.
and shit.
He doesn't need to
But
gain
But
followers.
the people
Here's
who
what he's
think
Yeah.
that JJ McCarthy is a first round pick, bro, I don't know what the fuck you're watching.
The bro he was 10 for 18.
You didn't see those handoffs?
Yeah, no.
So
He's got
clean.
elite handoff game for sure. Elite.
He's one of the best pro style offense you've ever seen.
Yeah, no, he's that's a tough one to swallow. He's not even a quarter of what Stetson Bennett is, and he was a 5th-round pick or whatever.
And he
won
was
2 national
good.
titles, and he had to make a throw to win one of them.
Yeah.
he looked
So-
nice. Stetson Bennett did.
Yeah, so
Keeping it real.
But
said
he's a
they-
winner though. He's a winner.
They said they couldn't handle the running game as well. Penix lost gas, but I mean they couldn't handle the run defense all year.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the defense.
No, it was tough,
That-
but they
those-
made plays though, enough
They
plays.
did. The first half, those 2
The
big
first
runs.
quarter after the big
quarter,
runs in the
yeah.
first quarter. If you look at the game after it was 14-3.
Yeah.
That
That felt like it was
after
over
the
right
first
there.
quarter. You felt
I
like
was
it was
shocked
over.
they even
You
got
get back into it and go in at halftime 17-10 with the ball, and then your offense didn't show up. Yeah. Bottom line, Michigan ran it. They did this, that, and at the end of the day, you couldn't score on offense.
Andrew,
That's what it was.
who watched the game with us, he said we got to talk about how good Michigan's game plan was to make Michael Penix look like a 5th-round pick. He couldn't get anything going.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with
I
that
don't
either.
agree
I
with
thought he was
either.
he had plenty of time.
They didn't game plan for shit. His receivers were booty hole open, and he just didn't make plays. I don't think that's Michigan game planning. I think that's Michael Penix just not showing up, and Washington never being there. And then
I
came out on the
agree.
field.
I don't think Michigan put the pressure on
No.
him the way you can say like the one throw that he makes where he's literally in his same where he has 2 guys. He has 2 tight ends, one up the field, right up the seam, wide open, and he goes to the underneath guy. It's literally you're looking right at
They
him.
didn't really start sacking him until the very end of the game,
Yeah.
mid 4th quarter. When,
Right.
Yeah.
When you knew they weren't going to run. Yeah, when you already knew it was a pass.
Even that last pick, he misses a guy wide open.
down the field.
Oh, yeah. No. He had a couple.
He had a lot of
Mistakes. He had mistakes. I think it was a lot of mental mistakes compared to
Michigan making him.
Michigan making him. That's what I wasn't impressed by with Michigan. And Portnoy to even say that that's the greatest team ever. They're probably not
LSU.
even the top 25.
Bro, they're not even the best team in this century.
Yeah. Or fucking probably even
Georgia probably
last
beats
year.
them, if we're being honest.
Bro,
Georgia this
the
year.
last,
Yeah.
the last
Probably.
6 or
Oh,
7
yeah.
national champions beat them by like 2 or 3 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's your
probably like 3 or 4 of the teams who beat them this year.
That's your blue chip recap from last week. 114, 115, and 11 is our record.
144.
I'm sorry, 144 and 115.
We're way above,
Way above that.
500.
All right, so we're
then
29 games above 500.
Our college record to end the season was 67, 51, and 3.
Wow. Pretty
That's
good.
great.
Not bad. Plus 16 in college. Not terrible. So anyway, so now we're gonna go through our early season predictions for the NFL. Our win totals. Most of them sucked. We had Steelers over 8.5. That was good.
Banger.
Falcons under 8.5, winner. Shocker. Cardinals under 4.5, another winner. And then we lost the Bucks, Saints, and Chargers. All disappointments.
I think everyone lost the Bucks. No one saw that coming.
No, we didn't. And Bucks played lights out. Good. Congratulations to the Bucks and Baker Mayfield.
Made $1 million making that last game.
One of these teams that you like that either covered or didn't cover that really stood out to you?
I think
the Saints not winning 9.5 games.
That was a lock in my opinion.
How, dude? Would they win 9? Right? They were 9 and 8.
9 and 8.
Yeah, man. But they had some games that they like the Green Bay game. They lose the game at the end with the field goal.
Yeah.
There were a handful of games that they lost. I think they lost to the Texans, and bless you. And they had like Stroud like he didn't play well, and they still lost
that game.
Touchdowns or whatever.
The Rams kicked their ass.
They had some games, dude, that were just brutal. Have they fired that coach yet?
No.
I don't know what they're doing with Dennis Allen.
Well, he's got Derek Carr. I mean, that's kind of sucks for him. Was that his decision? Because
I mean, he's a former Raider.
I think when you brought him in, you're like, listen, you got to give me a year with this turd before I can turn it around.
Before you fire me.
Before you fire me, give me 2 chances with this turd.
The Chargers, I didn't see that coming. I thought they were going to be at least.
I think the Chargers, because a lot of people had them in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Chargers.
At least wild card.
I had them in the playoffs. I had them winning the division.
I didn't think they'd be the worst team in the conference or in the division.
Yeah,
that's what's.
They had injuries, but the coach sucks.
Yeah,
because they have a great roster. Well, they did, anyways. So
supposedly,
boom, not anymore.
Boom, not exactly. So, but let's. Are we doing NFL already? Do you want to get Ace on the phone or not yet?
I'll get him on the phone right now.
So we're gonna do our NFL. What is it? Jesus? I've completely
NFL segment.
NFL Sack got this
by
game on. NFL
Cars?
segment sponsored by Custom Cars, custom with a K, cars with a C.com. Check out the website. So NFL Wildcard Weekend, 3 days: Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I hate the Monday night game. I just hate that they have a game on Monday night.
Yeah, you just keep
because in reality, it's a shorter week. Even though that team's going to play on Sunday, it's kind of
NFL script this year. I kind of like the playoff script.
Do you like it? You're believing the people on TikTok?
They're writing that shit up.
I mean, come on,
oh, dude.
Packers versus Cowboys. It's too obvious.
Lions, Rams,
Texans.
Lions, Rams is the one. Like
That's
Stafford going to Detroit.
Damn.
Texans, Browns. Come on.
No, Texans, Browns. Well, yeah, Flacco wins. He's going to go into Baltimore and play the Ravens.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, but the Browns and Texans had that trade for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, this technically might have been a Deshaun game. Except, boom, not anymore. But anyway, and then, we'll get to it. We're waiting for Ace to get on the phone here. We getting Ace on the phone anytime soon?
They should have had Sunday Eagles Bugs.
So, Ace, you there?
Yes, sir.
What's up, bud? How you doing?
Good. How are you gentlemen doing?
Good,
Doing
man.
great.
It's cold over here. I'm sure where you're at, it's probably way colder.
It's probably -10 over there.
I think we might get into the teens tonight. We'll see.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
It warms up a little bit.
It is 45 here. Not even, I don't think.
We're dying.
No, jeez. Well, anyways,
Man, that's T-shirt weather for us.
T-shirt and
It's
flip-flops.
bundle
What are you,
of weather
Zach?
for us.
That is Zach, by
That's
the way.
Zach weather out there
That's Zach Weather.
for them. So anyway, Saturday's games, bud. Browns at the Texans is the first one. Browns -2, over under 44.5. What do you got for us?
Oh, man. Well, guys, I actually have some brownies in the oven right now, and they're going to be served hot and ready at 4:30 tomorrow Eastern time. Here we go, brownies. Here we
Let's
go.
go.
Is this a homer pick?
Oh, no.
No, seriousness. I got Browns 35-1 beginning of the year, and
Wow.
after that, Baltimore with Watson. So I'm riding that out. So
Let's go.
Wow.
survive in advance. So I'm just hoping we can just get one game further into the playoffs.
I like the Browns as well, -2. I think there's going to be too much for the rookie.
Yeah, I think the playoff experience, everything on the Brown side, I think that's going to just give them the win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit too much. I think they win this game by double digits.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Dude, they whooped their ass about 3 weeks ago. I know it was a regular season game, but that game was also in Houston. I don't think Stroud played that game.
He didn't play.
He didn't play that game.
They still got that ass whooped.
They did.
So, Browns -2. We're gonna blue chip that game. We don't got a bell out here tonight, man.
Oh,
you
we
see,
don't.
Eddie's not here.
Oh, he's probably so
He's
pissed.
probably so pissed. I knew we were gonna
Ralphie,
miss
I need
something.
you to grab that bell
Ralphie, you
before I
better
get
go
yelled
grab
at.
that bell somewhere.
You guys forgot the bell?
That's like
But you got one, don't you?
Yeah,
There
there it is.
There we
Blue
go.
chip -2. The
Look
over?
at-
What do you do?
no, -2. Total's 44.5. You have any take on that total?
So I did. Normally, when I do player props, I don't invest too much money with it, just with it being a player, injuries, all of that. But I have the same game parlay. I have Joe Flacco over 268 passing yards,
Wow.
and I have the Browns team total over 22 points. That's plus 250.
Oh, I like that.
Whoa.
Fuck, I
Put a
like
unit
that.
on that.
We're gonna send you a message. Put us down. We're gonna have to PayPal you some money over there. I will pay you something. Jesus, I like that. Really like that.
So
So
that's what I'm on for the Browns game tomorrow, and then of course our Super Bowl futures. But I don't see any way Cleveland advances without Flacco having a good game and us putting up over 22. If you look at the split defensively, our differences between our defense at home and on the road, our defense all year hasn't traveled well.
yeah,
So I feel like if we win on the road, it's going to have to be we're going to put some points up.
Every away game, it's gone over. I don't know if it'll translate to playoffs, but that's been the trend in the regular season at least.
yeah.
and then-
Eddie Money's let us know on that. Browns defense doesn't travel.
Every week.
Yeah. And Denzel Ward he got banged up in practice, and we still have Grant Delpit that's 30.
Yeah, I saw Denzel Ward's out for the weekend, right?
I don't know if they've officially confirmed it. I think right now he's questionable.
Yeah, I saw questionable today.
Okay. So Browns, that's your first blue chip of the
-2.
playoffs. Browns -2. Ace and the two nobodies agree. So hammer that. Our next game, Ace. I don't know where you're at with this game. Dolphins at the Chiefs. The total, Chiefs -4.5. The total is 43.5.
It's going to be crazy weather, right?
There's supposed to be a ton of snow,
I
right?
thought it was just cold. I thought the snow game was Buffalo.
That is the snow. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be below. I think they said like below 0.
Yeah.
So what do you got in this
know.
game?
I mean, man, Dolphins on the road, a Miami team going below 0 in Arrowhead. You got Kelsey and the Swifties.
And
There's
it's
no way
Tua.
they can pull. Yeah, and Tua. They can't pull that off, can they? Oh, yeah, they can, baby. Not so fast.
Oh, wow.
+5. That's my best bet of the weekend is the Dolphins +5.
Really?
Wow.
Fuck Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'm not buying the hype on the Chiefs. I don't
that
think their
bell,
drop
Rafa.
passes are going to get fixed over when it's below 0. I just don't see it happening.
You know what, Ace? I agree with you, man.
Wow.
I like the Dolphins +4.5. I think the Chiefs. I think if they win this game, I think it's a field goal game. I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
agree.
think they're going to beat them. Chiefs haven't beat anybody, man. They haven't destroyed anyone besides the Raiders 1 week and the Bears.
Hey.
That was that 1 week. You
Hey,
won
we
the
beat 'em
last
the next
one.
time.
Relax. Relax. I like the Dolphins as well, +4.5. I think they're going to cover. I don't know if they win, but I do like them to cover for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement. I think that it's going to take some Patty Mahomes magic and they win by 3 or 4 possibly, but you don't need to, when it's below 0, you can still run the football, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Miami's going to run the ball.
Yeah, and Miami needs to run the ball, and they run it well. I don't know if they win, but I do like them +4.5.
5.
Yep, I'm all in on that. I agree completely. I'm not on the money line, just the point.
I love it. So we got Sunday morning games. Steelers, the first game, Steelers at the Bills. Line opened at 10. It's now Bills
This one's
-9.
so tricky to me.
Total opened up at 36. It's now 33.5.
It dropped 2 points last night.
And
Did it really last
Yeah,
night? I saw it at 36 and -10.
Last night when I was writing this up, it was 35.5. I checked it again before.
So we got
30.
33
And no
and a half.
JJ Watt. He's not playing.
Yeah, or TJ Watt.
Oh, TJ Watt.
JJ's
JJ
not
Watt's
playing
been playing
either.
for a while.
JJ's not playing either, but TJ's out for sure. So Bills -9. The total's 33.5. You have any info on this game?
Yeah, so the total, I think this is the most points it's ever moved. It went from 43 to, like, what did you guys say about now, like 33.5?
33.5.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any way I would get in on the under now. I think it's too late. If anything, maybe put it in the teaser and take the under. But Yeah, they said up to 65 mile-an-hour winds or something like that. That's let us know. We'll see, because I feel like every time that happens, it's normally not as bad as expected. So we'll see kind of closer to game time on that.
And there's snow on the field, right?
Oh, snow everywhere.
Completely.
They sent a picture of the stadium.
The
You couldn't
field
see
is
anything.
covered.
It's just
The
white.
seats, you can't see the seats.
Wow.
This game's tricky to me. Too many points. I think 9's a lot of points.
Josh Allen, it's not 10 anymore, but Josh Allen hasn't covered a double-digit spread. So I got Steelers at plus 10.
Really?
What do you got, Ace? You got anything?
I will say double-digit favorites in Wildcard Weekend. Double-digit favorites are 10-1 against the spread. So
Really?
I'm not going Steelers on this one. And then I also have futures on the Bills as well. So I'm
He's biased.
So you're staying away? You're staying away?
Yeah, I'm actually, again, going on the prop with this one. I think that the Bills win this game, which they should. It's going to be run heavy. Josh Allen over 39 rushing yards is what I'm betting.
I like Josh Allen over 39 rushing yards, and there's another prop that I like in this game. Najee Harris over 59.5 rushing yards.
His line's only 59.
It was 59.5. I saw it today on MGM. I don't know what it is now, but if you want to look it up.
I like that, Rafa.
Someone had it on MGM, 59.5. But I'm not exactly sure. But it's going to be run heavy. Like you said, Josh Allen's rush yards, 39.5. I think that's free money, it feels like.
I hope so. I know that I've bet on them a couple times in the big games against Philly and things like that, like the must-win games, and I was hoping they'd rely on his legs, and that was usually around like 34 or 35. So they're only adding an extra 5 yards on in a run-heavy game. I love it in the playoff game.
What do you got?
Yeah, Najee's line is 60.5 now.
60.5. Najee
Still
over.
solid.
We're blue chipping that right here. Najee Harris over 60.5 rushing yards. That is your player prop blue chip. Steelers, Bills. You got any opinion on this game, CJ? You're over there nodding your head.
He only has opinions on 49er games.
And Raider,
All right.
and Raider games.
So I like the Bills to win this game. I don't know. And George Pickens is going to be upset because there's not going to be any throw in the ball. George Pickens is going to be on the sideline for more than half
Pouting
the
the whole
fucking game, crying. So I like the Bills to win this game, but 9 seems like a lot of points for a game that might not see many points.
Yeah.
Next game, Green Bay at Dallas.
By the way,
I love this game.
Andrew said Steelers money line, lock it in.
Oh, God.
Steelers money line.
Plus 360.
Put the house on the Bills.
He's been telling me that all week. I was working with him earlier. He goes, "Hey, Eddie." He's like, "Steelers money line."
Bet the Bills, everybody.
Man, that dude's got some stones on him. I'll give him that.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's what
God.
I told him too.
Wow. All right. Well,
By the way, Luke said you look so comfy right now.
thank you, Luke. It's cold out here, man. So Green Bay at Dallas. Dallas -7. The
I love
total
this
is
game.
50.5.
This game has so many implications on it. It's great.
Well, it's a playoff game, so it should.
I know, but like, if the Cowboys lose,
If
Oh,
the-
if
oh,
Cowboys
you're
lose
talking
this
about,
game-
you mean there's like repercussions.
yes, like, if the Cowboys lose this game, McCarthy's gone.
Oh, I agree with you.
Like, 100% he's
Yeah,
gone.
for sure.
Not even a question. I think that's so great because imagine Belichick on the Cowboys or Jim Harbaugh on the Cowboys. That'd be great.
Harbaugh's not happening. I
Harbaugh's
don't see
probably
either
not.
one of them happening.
Mike Vrabel?
He's a turd. He's a turd.
Oh, no way.
He's a turd. That guy should have been fired fucking last year. He's such an underachiever. I don't like Vrabel. I'm not a Vrabel fan. But anyways, Green Bay at Dallas. Dallas -7. Totals 50.5. Who's got input on this game?
I do.
Let's hear
I
it.
just have a stat for you.
What? Let me hear it.
I think I'm like one game off, but the Cowboys are 22-1 on turf. They love playing on
That
turf.
has to be fucking wrong.
Oh, and then they're like 1-9 on grass. They don't play
Fuck.
well on grass.
That has to be wrong.
It's not wrong.
22-1.
That's
On
like an
turf.
ESPN stat, Sports Center stat.
That's no. That's an old cover stat. For those who know.
Dude, is it really? But is that real?
It's
22-1 on turf?
On turf.
Not against spread, just winning the game outright.
Just winning the game.
Oh, okay.
Sports Center.
So what do you, Ace? You got anything?
This is true. They won 21 straight games on turf.
Wow.
Lean Packers, don't know if I'm going to get to the window on it. So no official play, Lean Packers.
I like the
really?
total, man.
Yeah, me too.
I like over in this game. You like over in this game?
I love the over in this
I
game.
like over in this game.
I think Cowboys
They have to play.
I think they kill the Packers. By the way,
Me too.
You guys think they crush them
I think they crush.
I took them first half. I took them to.
to everything?
Yep.
You feel it's because you think that. Are you sure?
Yes. Because especially because I got a Packer fan at work.
Oh, here we go. I like this. I like where this is going.
This motherfucker.
Yes.
But he's like, the Packers have never lost AT&T Stadium. I was like, you know what? Aaron Rodgers
Hasn't lost
at
at
AT&T Stadium. Jordan Love is playing this year. Also, quarterbacks in their first year of playoffs, it's profitable to go against them on the spread. They're like, if you go against them, you're like 60% up.
Wow. Okay. So Eddie
Let's
Money.
do it.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna blue chip over 50 and a
There you
half.
go.
We're gonna have a red chip, right? You red chipping. We're gonna red chip.
We're in Cowboys -7.
-7. I like it. I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Green Bay. I don't know, man. I just feel Green Bay's gonna be able to run the ball against them.
Yeah,
I
everyone
really
does.
think they are. And Dallas swears they got the Hankins back, and he's not a big name, but he can stop the run, and blah, 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 and so on. We held the Redskins. Well, it's the Redskins. So we'll see. Green Bay can run the ball. We'll see how that goes. But I do like the over. I think Dallas, they need to play their style. Don't play anybody else's style.
Yeah, I agree.
Play the way you play. Pretend it's the Redskins every fucking week and put up 30.
Eddie said Dak is going to Dak.
Oof.
Ooh.
So
I like
be-
it.
And you know what Dak
so
does?
MVP?
Yeah, throw interceptions.
He covers first half.
MVP Dak or like
Hey, not this year. So, anyways,
And Jair Alexander's out, so that's why I'm not super.
Give me the boys.
Oh, I didn't know he was out.
He's out? He's out. I'd
Yeah.
definitely love the over then. And everything Cowboys. Cowboys -7, over 50 and a half. Book it. All right, next game, Sunday Night Football. Rams at the Lions. Line open at 3.5. It's now 3. Totals 52.
everyone has the Rams. Everyone.
Yeah, that's what scares me.
That's why I'm leaning Lions because everyone has the Rams.
What do you think, Ace? You got anything on this?
Well, the last time the Lions won the playoff game was the same. I can't remember the moon phase, but it was the same as tomorrow. It's Sunday night, so I'm all on the Lions.
Really?
So it's the same moon as it was 100 years ago that the Lions won
Well,
a playoff.
the last time there was a moon game, I forgot what big game it was for the Lions, and they
I
won.
think it's a waxing crescent or something like that.
Yes,
I'm
it was something
not
like that.
sure.
It was earlier this year too. There was another moon game. And
So
everyone
we're
thought they were losing.
fucking relying on
Also,
the
We're
moon?
relying on the moon for the Lions to win this game?
The fuck are we talking
You're a fucking
about?
rain dance?
Man, I'll be honest with you. I think the Rams are better at quarterback. I think the Rams are better receiver. I think the Rams are better at
coach.
defensive line. I think the Rams have a better coach. I think
But everyone's on the Rams.
yeah, I just checked Action Pro. 71% of the total bets are on the Rams, and 88% of the money is on the Rams.
Wow.
I'm going to take the Rams.
No.
Ace, you taking the Lions?
Yep, I'm going head to head with you, my guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I like the Rams +3. It's not a homer pick. I actually liked it when it was 3.5. It's now 3, but I like the Rams. I think it's just certain things. I think the crowd's going to be insane.
Apparently, Stafford Lions jerseys were banned,
Yeah, I heard that.
That's great.
which is insane.
So Ace likes the Lions. I like the Rams as fucking the entire world.
May the
which
best
is-
man win.
Which is the only thing that's kind of scary there. But
By the way, keeping it real said
This team's just not getting any respect, and I got another prop for you guys,
Oh, here we
let's
go.
hear
keep
it.
them coming.
and it's Jameson Williams, Sergeant J-Mo, over 35 receiving yards. He's hit it the last 3 games. He missed the beginning of the year. He was betting with Ace, got in trouble.
He's betting with Ace.
He was betting with Ace. He's back now. Then slowly, I think they're going to utilize him almost as a secret weapon in the playoffs. He's been getting a couple touches a game. He's going to play more this game. He's hit the over the last 3 games. I look for him to have at least 40, 50 yards. Easy.
Nice.
So I got over 35, Jameson Williams.
Okay.
Nice.
Love it.
And then keeping it real says they're following the moon cycle. Let's go Lions. Also, Jacob Brian Hernandez. I think when you were talking about Dak, he said, "Jacob, shut your mouth." LOL.
So, anyways, all right. So I got the Rams. Ace likes the Lions. I like the +3. If you can get 3.5, that's fucking great. I think it's going to be a field goal game. McVay's done a great job this year. No disrespect to Dan Campbell, but you kind of ass sometimes, man. Anyway, so
I feel like everyone was betting under their win total this year.
on their win total?
On the Rams.
Oh, under?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then for them to make the playoffs, like, damn.
Yeah, they came out of well, those receivers, man. Fuck. Them boys.
That's the only thing that scares me is how good the receivers are against.
Well, and they can run the ball. I mean, this
secondary. Yeah.
this kid Williams can run the ball.
Yeah.
So,
I think you're just sleeping on. I think you're sleeping on St. Brown. They have more weapons. It's the same amount of weapons as the Rams do, arguably.
The Lions have great
They're at
weapons.
home.
Gibbs,
Yeah,
Montgomery,
so-
they have great weapons. That the only thing that scares me is Jared Goff. That's the thing. Jared Goff
I
is
think
what
he's gonna
scares
have
me.
a good. I think this is a revenge game for him. So
He better come get revenge because them boys coming, baby.
Pause.
Balls.
Send them
Diggity.
Cali boys back home.
Woo!
I think Laporta might try and thug it out and play.
That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be tough.
But if he does, man,
Respect to him.
Respect to him for sure. Monday Night Football, the Eagles. My God, what a disappointment they've been the last handful of weeks. At Tampa Bay, -3, over 43.5. Ace, what do you think?
I'm on the Eagles, boys. So hold your breath. Might not even be able to watch the game. It's scary hours over there. But I'm taking the Eagles. Great buy low spot. They played 3 weeks ago before this terrible run. They would have been -7 easy. So I like the discount here. I think the Bucs are way too popular of an underdog. I'm not buying it. This is the same team that got blown out by the Saints 2 weeks ago when they were playing in arguably their biggest game of the year. So I'm not sold on this team at all. I'm taking the Eagles.
I agree with you, man. We're gonna blue chip the Eagles as well. I'm not sold on the Bucs either. They had to win this game and they barely beat the Panthers.
Yeah, 9-0.
9-0.
My goodness.
And there was no weather issue. There was nothing. So Eagles secondary though is not very good, but we'll see. The experience of the Eagles, and I like the Eagles as well. Eagles -3. I think it's like you said. I think it's a great spot. And then hopefully we'd have a Eagles Cowboys matchup next week. Would be
That'd be good.
phenomenal.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
Any
So,
props on this one, Ace?
Any props on this, Ace?
No, I threw a little parlay just for fun, and I had Jalen Hurts rushing props. But I think that again, if it's a big moment and his finger isn't 100%, I mean, they've been saying that it's kind of a big issue. Obviously, you can't tell. So I think they're going to utilize a game plan with a lot of read options, a lot of sweeps, things like that.
Is
So,
AJ Brown healthy?
They're all questionable, but they're probably going to play.
Okay.
I think they're going to play based on what the line says. Because
Yeah.
I feel like if they were out, it'd probably be a pick 'em.
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, DeAndre Swift, and Hurts are all questionable.
So they'll all play.
My goodness.
Yeah.
It's a lot of questionables. Though.
Yeah.
All right, Ace, so check it out. So today we did our NFL bracket. So I'm going to run down my bracket real quick. I have I'll just give you my last four teams from each from my last four teams. So I have the Ravens playing the Bills in the AFC title game, and I have the Niners playing the Cowboys in the title game. I have Niners and Ravens, and I have Ravens as Super Bowl champs. That's my bracket. Jacob,
Man, you went straight chalk, my guy.
I have Ravens, man, from the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
At
he
plus,
did.
so for a dime to pay 20. So I have the Ravens. I'm sticking with them all the way through. I don't think the Chiefs this year. I'd like to see the Chiefs just so Eddie can suffer the whole time that the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I would be fine with that.
He would.
If the Chiefs made the
He'd
Super
be
Bowl,
a
because
mess.
Eddie would be flipping his shit for 3 weeks here. If Mahomes made the Super Bowl. So, but I think the Niners and the Ravens are the two best teams in the league.
My last two are Ravens and Cowboys. I think the boys are coming.
All right.
Pause.
Who do you got, CJ?
In the AFC, I got the Chiefs and the Ravens, and I got the Chiefs upsetting the Ravens in the AFC Championship. Purely homerish. I don't want to see the Ravens again. And then I got the Niners and the boys in the NFC Championship.
Niners,
Yeah,
obviously.
Niners.
He's a Niner fan, so this, and you got the Niners beating the Mahomesies.
Yes, I do.
All right, and Eddie Money.
I had the Bills and the Ravens in the AFC Championship. Ravens winning. And then I had the Cowboys and the Niners in the NFC with the 49ers winning, and then I have my Ravens as the championship.
So you and I basically have the same. Now, Eddie, who's not here, he's out in North Carolina. He's got, you want to run Eddie's down real quick? Eddie's got a different bracket. He's definitely throwing his.
He has the Rams, I think, in the.
Yeah, he's putting himself out there.
So he had the same AFC as me. He had the Ravens and the Bills, with the Ravens winning. And the NFC, he has the Niners and the Rams, and the Niners winning. And then, obviously, the Ravens winning the Super Bowl matchup.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it is possible.
It's possible?
Yeah, because
He
has Green Bay beating the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, okay.
Why do you laugh? That shit's possible. So, Ace, give us your Final Four and then your Super Bowl champ.
Oh man!
And we'll be changing this week to week.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Eddie just said if Mahomes makes the Super Bowl, I will shave my head.
Oh! On camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
On camera. I like that. Shanae wouldn't like
Rafa
it.
doing it, too.
Content right there, boys.
Rafa's
Yeah, I know.
That's a prop bet right there. Book it, Eddie. Fucking screenshot that shit. So what do you got, Ace?
Oh man. Well, I'm kind of scared because I would probably say Ravens and Bills like everyone else, which is alarming. But
And in the NFC?
I'm going Bills Browns, man.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
We already beat the Ravens once on the road. We can do it again easy. Divisional underdogs, no problem.
Love
Give
it.
me the Bills and Browns. I'm going Niners, Cowboys, Super Bowl Bills, Niners. Give me the Bills.
Wow.
Wow.
I like it. That's some balls.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll hit because the Bills, they won 5 in a row, so they're gonna have to win 8 or 9 games in a row to win the Super Bowl.
Bills are
Scary,
playing. Bills, Ravens, and Niners are obviously playing, and
Hottest
Ravens
teams in
and
the
Bills are playing phenomenal ball right now. So they're going in hot. I think the Bills will have a little bit of an advantage because I think they play this. They're playing this week, so I don't think you have to. Ravens sitting might hurt them, but we'll see. You got to get hot. So
Also, the Ravens
What,
have
the
Mark Andrews coming back.
scary part.
go ahead.
No, I was going to say the scary part about the Bills are they haven't really put a complete game together at all. They've had multiple turnovers in every single game, which they might not be able to fix that, but if they do, I think they're locked for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I felt that early in the year with the Eagles and the Chiefs when they were winning all these games and they weren't putting together complete games. And the Eagles opened up at 10-1 or whatever it was to start the season. So.
Yeah, there's not just an on-off switch, unfortunately. So we'll see if that even happens. But
so we'll see.
no, go ahead.
I was saying Mark Andrews is designated to come back from IR, so he might be back for.
Wow, another weapon.
Yeah,
and Likely's
Likely's
looked
a beast,
really
man.
good, by the way.
Likely's a beast.
Man, Lamar's got weapons this year. There's no excuses for Lamar this year.
No excuse. He has to win.
Defense is good enough, and the offense is.
this is their year.
He's been given everything. I mean, all his running backs have fucking torn their ACLs and MCLs and everything.
Running
That
backs go to die
finishes with an L.
in Baltimore.
So anyway, Ace, thank you for calling in again. So we got. Let's do a rundown.
The group parlay.
Yeah, all right. Ace, so we're gonna do our two nobodies parlay, 5-teamer.
Okay.
So we're all gonna pick a team. We'll let CJ go first. He's got a glare of stupidity on his face, so we'll let him go first.
I was about to say something so bad.
Go ahead, CJ.
I like the Bucks plus
Oh
3.
my God.
Here we go.
I do.
We're not supposed to go against the blue chips. That's the whole point.
Too late.
All
He
right,
said
so-
it. It's too late.
That parlay was fun, boys. That
All right, so we're gonna remove CJ. We're gonna make it a 4-teamer.
4-teamer.
4-teamer. Go ahead, Eddie Money. This fucking guy.
take-
We lost the first leg. We're changing to 4-teamer. Fuck it.
I like my pick.
Give me the Browns -2.
Browns -2. Eddie Money's got the Browns -2. Damn right. I am gonna take the Jesus.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I'll go Cowboys -7. Give me them boys.
I like that. I'm gonna take Dallas over 50.5.
There you go.
What do you got, Ace?
Yeah, are you guys able to do props in this, or do you guys just do teams?
No, they don't
just
let us
teams.
here, man. We're it's California, bro. It's California. We don't even get good fucking parlays. Don't even get good ones.
You guys text me. I'll put some money down legally.
Damn, I think we're gonna start doing that shit ASAP. I'll start fucking Apple paying you every day. Listen, put this in. After losing like 6 of them, Ace is not even going to put them in anymore.
He's just gonna.
Ace is going to keep the money. They're in. What do you got, Ace? Give us that last leg.
You boys know where I'm going. We're going to Arrowhead, and we're taking the Dolphins.
Love it.
I love it.
Line in there or the points, I don't care.
Let's
We're
do
in
the
this
points. So
fucking
we're going to
shit.
take Dolphins +4, Dallas -7, over on the Cowboys, Packers 50.5, and the Browns -2. 4-teamer, that should be what, +1,200?
Yep, plus 1,200 parlay.
Plus $1,200 parlay. And then CJ's dumbass, thank God we left this pick.
So I want to make a brown chip. Brown chip.
A
To
brown
nobody's
chip.
brown chip.
Skin tone chip.
Bucks. A Canega chip. I have a Canega chip.
A Canadian chip.
Canega chip.
Is it Tampa
It's
Bay?
the Bucks
A +3. Oh, my God. All right, Ace. Well, thanks for jumping on. Maybe we should have you on for the rest of the playoffs every week
Yeah.
if you're good with that.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I appreciate the time, and I'm going to tune back in and watch you guys.
Go Browns.
Sounds good, Brett.
We
So next
appreciate
week,
it.
Eddie Money will reach out to you, and Eddie will be here next week. So we'll have it won't be this early. We'll have more time in between. Eddie actually goes through the program correctly. We're winging
shit,
it.
man. If Bills win the Super Bowl 40-1, man, I'm going out there for a live fucking
Let's go fucking Bills.
Bills.
Sorry, I can't support that.
All right, brother. Have a good night,
Have
man.
a good one, Ace.
All right, see you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, bud.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh man, skin tone
Fucking
chip.
dude.
Holy shit, that was the place you ever
He was recovering for like 5 minutes, bro.
Did you hear how Ace got so quiet?
Skin tone
Dude,
chip.
this man right out the gate, Bucks. But like what?
I stared at it for too long. I'm
Like,
sorry.
it's like my dad put in the group chat.
sorry.
Literally.
Rafa's blue
sorry.
chips.
or not that. Not against us at
I
least.
was gonna stay quiet. You want to? Let's beat CJ first. He's over there.
You're just looking with like
I
a
was
glare.
staring at that Eagles pick for like 10 minutes, and I just couldn't look away.
Oh my god.
I think they're a first round exit. I really do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think they're first round exit.
I do too.
The Eagles?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think
put it in
they're-
the
You guys are
ball.
haters.
I think I just
Dude,
Well,
the thing is, listen, the Eagles have been playing bad, yes. I think if they were playing any other one of these teams,
They would be losing.
any other one of these teams in the fucking playoffs, any one of them, even in the AFC,
Even the Packers.
they might lose. But Tampa Bay, bro, Tampa Bay's looked trash the last couple weeks. Bro, they wouldn't beat Bosco coming out here. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
come on, man.
I just doing it because I've been saying for the past couple weeks, Eagles are first round exit. I saw the matchups and I was like,
And you're like, fuck, can
they
I
might
really?
not be.
Yeah, can I really stick with that?
I
Bro,
gotta do
Tampa's
it.
just looked really bad. They've looked so bad, and I don't know, man. I don't think so. I really like the Eagles. I think it's a great spot for them. They got lucky. Man. It's like getting a bye almost. You barely have to show up. Probably, dude. A quarter of the team didn't practice this week. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I'm sure they really needed that bye too with all their stars injured.
Jalen Hurts might be benched for the fourth quarter. They've been whooping their ass so bad. Shit, and this man comes out just
You look
shit.
Hey, Canega.
Why is Tobias Harris in the game shooting 3 still? They're up 20. But anyways, so
real quick, I'll run down our blue chips.
yes.
So for NFL Wildcard Weekend, we got the Browns -2. We got Najee Harris over 60.5 rushing yards. We got the Cowboys and the Packers over 50.5. Rams +3. Eagles -2. And we got a red chip of Cowboys -7.
Are the Eagles -2 now?
Isn't that what we said?
Are
3.
you serious?
Eagles
three.
-3.
He forgot one.
The skin tone chip.
The skin tone chip.
Yeah, and we got a skin tone.
Oh, we can't have the 2 chips against
We're not-
each other.
It doesn't
But
matter. It's a
skin tone
separate.
chip.
It's a skin tone pick. Skin tone pick Tampa Bay.
I cannot say skin tone chip.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
And then
you
you can put
can.
a picture of his ass, too.
I'm not gonna have a clip of the Bucks. It's just gonna be a
It's just
picture.
gonna
of
be
shit.
him.
Put the colors. Put the colors.
Oh, man.
Put the color.
So skin tone chip Tampa Bay +3.
There we go. Skin tone chip.
Oh, man.
Buccaneers +3 and Eagles -3 is
My
blue chip.
God.
All right, guys, since we're still talking NFL, bunch of coaches got fired, and some should still get fired. So we're waiting on that. So big name coaches, Bill Belichick, obviously, they parted ways. They didn't fire him. All right. Mike Vrabel, they fired his ass. Arthur Smith, Ron Rivera, Josh McDaniels, shocker, that was weeks ago. Frank Reich, another turd. And Brandon Staley, yet another turd. Teams looking for coaches, Chargers, Redskins,
Shocker.
Falcons, Seahawks, Panthers, Raiders, Titans. Oh, you didn't even put Pete Carroll on this. Zach must be pissed Zach's pissed if he sees this.
Technically, he's
script.
not
I
fired,
kind of
right?
assumed that he's going to take a front office job with them.
I didn't assume it. I thought they fired his garbage ass.
Well, we could put him on there.
I'm just kidding. He's not. He wasn't
I
garbage.
was gonna say Rafa.
No, he was a good coach. There's no doubt about it. He is a good coach, motivator, all of that.
All the above.
What's the best job?
I think it's the Chargers.
I think it's the Chargers. Your dad will say the Raiders.
I don't think it's the Chargers.
Who's it?
I think the Redskins are up there.
The fuck?
Redskins? Actually, I lied. Seahawks.
Yeah, you
Seahawks.
definitely lied. 100%.
Seahawks.
Fact. Lied.
Seahawks. Technically, the Seahawks would be the best choice if you're
Why?
a coach. They're already playoff bound. They were basically playoff bound.
And they didn't make it.
Exactly. So they're one
They're
game away.
off.
Huh.
He just hates Seattle. That's just
I don't know, but you'd rather
there's
take. Let me ask you something. You're a head coach, right? You're a head coach. You'd rather coach Geno Smith
No thanks.
or fucking or
Nobody.
Herbert?
I'd rather coach Geno Smith with two great rookies on rookie contracts. I got a decent defense in the back.
What great rookies with rookie contracts? Say a running back. Say a running back.
I got two
Say
running
a
backs,
running
and I got a
back.
wide receiver.
Nobody gives a shit about running backs for you to mention them in a conversation like this.
That's a great tandem. And you still got Jason. You got DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. You have a decent enough defense. You got Bobby Wagner, who recorded the most tackles out of everyone in the league. I'll stick with that team.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
I think it's the Chargers.
He
but-
made his case. He has a good case.
He made his case.
also
Thank
got-
God he moved off of the Redskins.
They're not.
Don't let me start my
They're
case with
not
the
a
Redskins.
bad choice. They have the number 2
They're not
pick,
that bad.
right?
Are we out of our minds?
Or number 3 pick.
Let me ask you
3 or 2
something.
pick.
Where's Atlanta drafting? Looking at this list,
8.
looking at this list, you don't want to coach Atlanta over the Redskins?
I do. I didn't say I didn't. I don't think
I'd coach any one of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Atlanta-
coach the Falcons from
Atlanta
Eagle
has
Rock.
the 8 pick, so if they get a...
They've had the 8 pick 3 years in a row. They had the same record 3 years in a row.
Really? Talk about consistent franchise. Talk about consistency.
consistency.
Damn right. Mediocre.
If they get a quarterback there, that is... I will say that was the best option for them.
Can we get Eddie on the phone for this conversation? Is that possible? Because I'd love to hear Eddie's take, and he's going to say...
The Raiders.
Eddie wouldn't say the Raiders with this list, will he?
Shouldn't.
He says that the Raiders' job is better than the Chargers' job.
Oh,
That-
wait. Is he still at the duel?
Just text him, see if we can call him. Because he was online, right?
He
Oh,
was.
that's true.
Yeah, so just send him a message, see if he can call, if he can answer, and we can kind of go over this with him. I don't think the Titans' job is any good. You got a quarterback, but I still think you're missing the world. The Panthers is a shit show, right? That's
would
going to be the least. You're probably
stay
going
away
to
job.
get. Yeah, that's going to be. You're going to get
First time head coach there.
100%. You're going to get a first timer that nobody wants.
If you're Bill Belichick, do you want to go to the Chargers or the Falcons?
I definitely don't want to go to the Falcons if I'm Bill Belichick.
Really?
Yeah.
If I'm Bill Belichick, I want to take over an organization, basically.
Right. The only way you can do that is if you take the Chargers.
Yeah. I think either Harbaugh or Bill Belichick goes to the Chargers, in my opinion.
I can't see Harbaugh in the Chargers outfit. Like, I can't picture it.
Why?
I don't
It's
know.
blue and yellow, it's the same colors.
Give him a couple
It's
months.
light blue.
They got dark blue as well.
They do.
They do. I don't think it's hard, but I wouldn't want him if I'm a
Eddie Santiago, Sonny's dad.
Sonny's dad, Eddie Santiago. What's up, Ed?
What's going down, man?
What's up, man? How's North Carolina's weather?
It's pouring cats and freaking dogs over here, man.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
So listen. So we're having a conversation about the best coaching job available. And so we have Jacob and I think it's the Chargers. I also like the Falcons job.
I sent the list in the group chat.
Well,
He sent you the list. Eddie Money thinks it's the Seahawks or the Redskins somehow. The Redskins. I don't know.
I'll tell you why it's not the Chargers.
let's hear
Because
it.
they probably have the most ready, microwave-ready roster. And if you go in there, right, already Justin Herbert is solidified. You don't go away from him. If you fail with the Chargers, it's not going to be the quarterback's fault. It's going to be the coach's fault. And me, I just believe you want to go as a head coach. You want to go in with your own quarterback, you know, and you want 2 years to develop your team, to create your culture. And the Chargers, I mean, they're 4 years away from going back to San Diego. They have no fan base, and I just feel like it's a losing situation unless you can go in there. You have no receivers. Keenan Allen is old as F.
True.
Eckler gone. They're not going to pay Eckler. This team is not what everyone thinks it is. Khalil Mack probably gone. Joey Bosa can't see on the field. Your linebackers suck. J.C. Jackson overrated and always.
Well, he's on the Patriots, so
yeah. There you go. Even more.
But the only thing that I disagree with you on is you said you want a coach to come in and pick their own quarterback. This guy's already good. Who are you going to pick besides him?
Well, I'm just saying it gives you more leeway, gives you more wiggle room.
And I think the coach that you're bringing into the Chargers is not going to be a rookie. He's not going to be a first-time coach. That shouldn't be the case. They should bring in somebody who's been there.
I agree with you, Rafa. I think Atlanta is the best job.
I think Atlanta's a great job because there you're going to be able to pick your quarterback at 8. Wherever it may be, at 8, whoever's there, there's going to be guys there. You know, the owner's willing to trade up probably to get you. If you come in and you say, you know what, Caleb's my guy, or whoever may be your guy, Drake May or whoever.
Or Fields.
Or Fields, or if you can trade for Fields. Fields on that offense, that'd be quick. That'd be quick.
Giggity.
The other sneaky good job to me is Washington.
That's what
Eddie Money said. Let me hear you. Eddie Money, all he said was gibberish. Let me hear what you think.
You know, you have a ton of draft picks. You get to pick your quarterback. You know, I honestly think if Caleb Williams is going to stick anywhere, it's going to go back home, go back to D.C. He's a D.C. kid. You bring an offensive coordinator that's going to cater to his style of play.
The enemy wouldn't be that.
Already there.
You know,
the enemy is that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and the Redskins are a great organization with great tradition, and I just believe new owner. I believe it's a good situation to go in and restart that whole thing up. You know, on third, I like the Titans job. And listen,
wow, you really like
you don't like Seattle's job?
Man, I'm not a huge fan.
You hate the city too, huh? I know.
I'm not a fan of the Northwest, man. You're always going to be the redheaded stepchild to the San Francisco 49ers. You're going to be the team up north that no one gives a fuck about.
I like it.
And you have Geno Smith as your quarterback.
Plus, I think it's going to be hard to be the successor to Pete Carroll.
Yeah. I agree. And you definitely don't want him upstairs looking over you saying, well, I could have done this shit. I could have went 8 and 9 as well.
Pat Riley in 06 with the Heat fucking came down and coached the team to a championship.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Now, if you're looking to raise a family, to have a beautiful 6-bedroom home, 4 bathrooms, overlooking the strip of Las Vegas, no state taxes, brand new facilities.
This is propaganda.
I'm just saying,
raise a family is crazy.
Raise your family around all the hookers and prostitutes.
Great schools, Bishop Gorman over there.
That's it. The public school district is bad. That's it, Eddie. The public school district is really bad.
If you're a head coach, you're not sending
You're right. You're right.
To Bishop Gorman.
Now let me ask you something on this Raider subject. Can the Raiders afford to? Do the Raiders need to bring in a big time splash making coach, or can they afford one of these first timer rookie coach
Ben
guys?
Johnson?
We already got our coach. I don't know what you guys are asking.
Oh, we're asking.
We already got our coach. It's AP.
There's only two options that the Raiders have, and that's either AP or Jim Harbaugh. Those are the only two. You cannot do anything else because these guys already went through Rich Bisaccia. They all said, please hire him, please hire him, please hire him. If you bring in anybody else, even Vrabel, you can't bring in even Vrabel. It's a 2-horse race, and there's only two options. You either hire AP and give the players what they want, and you bring in an offensive coordinator. Like I said, I would shoot for Jaden Daniels. I would go get the offensive coordinator for LSU and bring those two guys in and let them, do their thing. Or you break everything down again because the players are not going to be happy with Jim Harbaugh. And then you have to break everything down and build everything up again from brand new. Those are your only two options in Vegas.
What do you think, CJ? Because you're over here moping and groping.
I don't give a fuck. It's the Raiders. They're going to suck today. They're going to suck tomorrow. They're going to suck in 5 years. They're going to suck in 10 years.
What a bad co-host. No opinions.
Bad co-host? What are you talking about?
Give me a Raiders take. I need a Raiders take tonight.
Right.
We don't have one. We got Eddie's.
We already have AP needs to be our coach.
So you think
and
it's
no
AP?
one else? Yes.
Eddie feels AP or Harbaugh, nobody
It
else.
has to be AP. I feel like it has to be.
You have literally like half the roster posting on social media, hire AP.
How many games did they win this year?
With him, it was 5-4.
No. The whole
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
8 and 9. Okay.
And here's the thing. Can I just say this? I'm tired of all the idiots and the bullshit. It's so easy to say Raiders ain't going nowhere. Raiders ain't doing shit. Raiders ain't doing that. Okay? That's a lazy fucking take. It's a lazy fucking take. AP's done a great job. He turned a shitty defense into a great defense with really, duct tape and fucking smoke bombs.
What the fucked up combination?
I mean, we won. We fucking beat the Kansas City Chiefs without completing a pass in the second, third, or fourth fucking quarter. Now, that's a fucking show I want to see in Vegas with Sigmund and fucking Freud. That's fucking incredible.
Wow. So you think they keep AP, draft a quarterback, and that's it?
The Raiders have a simple formula.
I think you trade Devontae Adams.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I think you have to trade Devontae at this point.
Yeah.
There's no way that you can keep him with another rookie quarterback, with another quarterback who can't throw him the fucking ball.
What do you get out of him?
The Saints are willing to trade
What are you looking to get out of him?
As a pick? Second round pick at least.
I saw a stupid ass a trade idea. A second this year, a third next year to the Jets for Zach Wilson. What the fuck do the Raiders want to do with Zach Wilson?
Just keep him as another backup.
You don't need it. Stop it, Rafa. Stop it.
You can have him as another backup.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
But if he go anywhere, he's going to go to the Jets.
Really?
I truly believe he wants to go to the Jets.
I think the Jets or the Saints make sense.
Oh, just stick with the quarterbacks?
Even I think Devontae Adams is smarter than that.
Hey.
I on the down low, he does not want to go with Carr.
I don't know if the Jets take him when Wilson is their set number one.
Garrett Wilson did give up number 17 and changed it to 5.
He did?
Yeah. And Devontae Adams did like the post.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't think the Raiders need to trade Adams though.
I think they do. I think he's going to be disgruntled at some point, and it's not going to be public, but it's going to be moping around the locker room. I think it's going to be stuff like that.
If you look at his contract, he doesn't care. His contract was very reasonable the first 2 years. He's going to get, I believe, something like $30 million at receiver next
He's
year.
worth every penny anyways.
Yes.
Oh, man, I don't know.
He's too good.
Come on,
He's
Eddie.
too good, Eddie.
But Rafa, does it matter if you have AOC as a fucking quarterback?
No, I know. That's why I think he deserves the money. It doesn't matter who. He's got to have a quarterback. It doesn't make sense for the Raiders to have him if AOC is your starting quarterback. Obviously. Or even a rookie. You know a rookie's going to take his bumps and bruises, and not everyone is C.J. Stroud and you're in the AFC West.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to play the Colts twice and the Jags and the Titans. You're going to have to play the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Broncos.
Oh.
So
And I know you guys already fired people, but I want to double fire someone. I want to double fire Josh fucking McDaniels because Dave Ziegler wanted to make the trade for C.J. Stroud. That might be a Dan Marino, John Elway moment where you don't recover from getting that fucking kid at quarterback. When your general manager wanted him and your head coach said, no, let's go get Jimmy G. That might be a murder death fucking kill shot right there for the Raiders for the next fight.
we will see. Sounds like it though. So far it is.
So far it sounds like.
So far it sounds like it is. But so we're gonna get into some college coaching here in a minute. So, but thank you for calling, Ed. We appreciate it. Get back home safe. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck out there, guy. Have a good one.
All right.
So that's our NFL coaches. You have a take on a coach? One of these coaching jobs here?
Oh, I just think Jim Harbaugh staying.
You think Harbaugh's staying?
I don't think
So let's jump right into Harbaugh then.
Yeah.
We'll jump into Harbaugh. We'll jump into college.
Yeah.
I tried to get Zach, but they are celebrating Jay's birthday as a surprise today.
Jay's birthday. When the fuck is Jay's birthday? These guys celebrate birthdays weeks and months, and it's a whole shit show with them.
Not today, right?
It better not be today because
I feel so
listen,
bad.
if it's your birthday, Jay, were you on Instagram today? Nobody posted anything.
No.
It's not his birthday today. Then
I think it's tomorrow.
We'll wait for the Instagram post.
What's
and then-
today, the 12th?
Michael Brown's good at days, so Michael Brown.
Yeah,
will,
he's good.
Yeah, he'll let you know in the group chat.
He said Zach did say sorry. I do want in on that conversation.
Oh, 100%.
He said we need
him
to
in.
set it up.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into. Harbaugh. See, last week I thought he was leaving. I still think he's leaving, but you think he's staying?
I agree with Eddie. If he does go, I do think it's to the Chargers.
Eddie thinks it's the Raiders.
Oh, you think it's to the Raiders?
No, he thinks it's Chargers.
I agree with him. I think it's to the Chargers. I say I hate the Raiders, blah, 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 blah. Eddie gets all mad at me. I'm a Raider hater, duh. But when it comes to the Raiders, I do think the Raiders, like AP is the guy. I think you give the players what the players want, and they're just going to – it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmy and Joes. I really do believe that. Anyways, to Jim Harbaugh, I don't see a reason for him to go anywhere. He's a wear and tear. When he goes to NFL, he wears and tears on guys after 3-4 years. Guys are getting irritated with him. You can't talk to college dudes how you talk to grown-ass men making $1 million.
I think that's a Saban issue as well.
That's a Saban issue as well. So when you have a Jim Harbaugh who is going to stick, he's Bill Belichick-ish as far as he sticks to his ways. He doesn't get out of his ways. When you go to the NFL, guys who's making millions of dollars are not going to let you talk to them however the fuck you want. A kid who still has to get to that point is going to, yes, sir, yes, coach.
Just a little bit more respect.
A little bit more respect. So I don't think Jim Harbaugh's going anywhere. And I think he kind of just sets his feet as the king of the Big Ten in the new college football world.
Wow. So, what about Nick Saban? Washington hired.
How happy is Kirby Smart
that he doesn't have to face Saban anymore?
He probably owns the
I was so happy.
Now.
I think Kirby, when they obviously reached out to Kirby, right?
I don't think
so?
they did.
You don't think they did?
I don't think they did at all.
I have respect for Saban. I don't think they would do that.
I think the first person Bama reached out to
With Sark.
was Sark. I think you have to call Sark first. And I think the second person you call is Lane Kiffin. I think everybody after that is just kind of who can we get? But those two guys who were brought up in that program, who, was at Alabama, I also think the reason why you call them is the reason why they probably said no. Not wanting to be under Saban's shadow,
right?
Already being at programs.
They might be on the next go.
Yeah,
The next go around. We might
move to them.
Yeah. I thought Dabo would have been.
Hell no.
You struggled at Clemson.
Yeah.
I mean, you had an off year at Clemson. You could move over to Bama.
I don't think they wanted Dabo.
I
don't know. I think
because
if I'm Dabo, I would have reached out.
You know
and said,
why?
Hey, come save me from this bullshit.
You know why I don't go to Dabo? Because Nick Saban, the one knock on Nick Saban was he struggled at NIL. You're going to bring a guy who also struggles with NIL.
Just
the same struggle.
I was shocked it was the Washington coach, actually. I'm shocked it was.
I think that was their last guy.
I don't think it was their last guy.
Who do you think their last guy? Who was next? He says no.
Mike Norvell.
I wouldn't have taken him.
I wouldn't have taken him, but you go Mike Norvell. Oh, I hate this. I'm gonna throw up. Deion Sanders was on a plane. He was in Tuscaloosa. He was negotiating. I guess rumors
That
are,
is the biggest fucking
reports-
lie. No, that's got to be a lie.
I'm gonna send you the report after the show. I'm gonna send you
Who reported it?
It was somebody.
Deion Sanders.
A bunch of people with blue check marks on Twitter. A bunch.
You can buy those.
I'm gonna send you. It was a bunch of reports saying Deion's in Tuscaloosa. He's negotiating. And rumors are he didn't like the contract. Rumors are
Didn't like
reports
the
are
contract.
that they went to Deion before they fucking went to Kalen DeBoer.
Wow.
See that
If I can find it, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you everything I got.
It sounds like his agent is projecting. Oh, we didn't like the contract.
If you can find it,
There's no way you turn down a contract from Bama.
Because here's the thing: if Deion says yes,
If it's a free job, I'm taking that
but
job.
listen, if Deion says yes, and you can clip this, and I'll get all the haters to comment, and you fat idiot, you don't know shit. If you're Deion, and let's say they offered Deion, Deion's bringing Shador, you're gonna tell me that Shador's better than after what Milroe's done this year? Not at all. Shador did that in the Pac-12, did nothing, a lot of nothing.
Deion 10-2 this year might have got a call. Might.
Oh, Deion at 10-2 would have had the job.
He would have had a job right
He would have had
away.
a good job.
He would have had the job.
Dude, he was
10-2
Nick
his
put it
first
this way,
year?
at 10-2, Nick Saban would have fucking sat there, retired, and sit there with Deion like, and
He's
the
the guy.
outside duck,
He's the guy.
and the duck, and everything.
100%.
It would have been the whole thing at 10-2.
In his first year, 10-2.
Are you kidding?
He gets the Cowboy job.
Bro, he gets every job. At 10-2, he would have got the whole thing. Would have been the duck,
You got the
Deion, and
commissioner
Saban.
of the NFL.
That's
Black
it.
duck.
Yeah, damn right. It would have been the whole nine.
I agree.
At 10-2.
As fuck.
I think.
But I don't believe that he didn't like the contract. There's no way you sat there and were like, oh, it's Bama job? The contract sucks? No thanks.
I couldn't find any official.
He's not on my Twitter. I got to get into my Twitter.
Yeah,
he's not
but
in my Twitter
you got
circles.
some bunk ass reporters apparently.
Eddie, you don't know.
Do we know
listen
fucking
here.
Google?
The only thing that
Listen
is
here,
backing up.
Flippy. Listen here, Fishy. You're not in my Twitter. I'm gonna get the sources that I got to send to Rafa. I'm
Clearly, they're wrong.
Clearly, you didn't see that.
What does it say? What does it
The
say?
only thing that backs it up is that his odds are randomly spiked, but they never were higher than DeBoer's.
He didn't see the reports. If I can find the
and
tweets, I'm gonna send it to you.
And they peaked at plus 5,000.
That's
So-
pretty high.
Jesus. That's
It
high.
has nothing to do with the reports that I saw, but okay.
No, I
No,
know,
it
but
does.
if,
It
trust
doesn't.
me, if he's
It
on a
does.
plane to
It doesn't.
Alabama, Vegas would have known about it.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But Luke sent me earlier that his odds did spike.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you can't say
But
that he
no,
wasn't there just because of
I know, but it
odds.
peaked
Well, I'm not
at
saying
plus
he wasn't there.
5,000.
Eddie is.
He could have been seeing players. He could have been.
Right, he could have been doing a lot of things.
Doing other
the
things.
reports were he was in Tuscaloosa. Period.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
Well, you said they
You
were.
in-
Oh no,
you
no,
just
wait,
said-
no, but
you
there was
implied.
reports. There was reports that he did get offered the job and was negotiating. I will find those eventually.
Yeah, but you believe that?
No.
Do you don't believe
No,
it? Oh, okay.
I'm just saying what I saw.
All right. That's it.
Fuck.
No need to get upset.
No,
I
when
just
people
wanna
are
make-
saying you're wrong,
I
that
just
you
want to
didn't
make
see
sure we
that,
don't
you
believe
didn't
it.
know anything.
Let me ask you something, because this was a topic of conversation last night in our group chat, or not last night, the night before.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
When I ask you who's the greatest college football coach of all time, is first name that comes to my mind is Nick Saban,
There's
right?
two coaches: Bill Belichick, Nick Saban
For football.
for football. Period.
That's it. Do we have is there a case? So this was a huge conversation somehow.
It is?
No.
is hours
It
worth.
was just an hours of hours in our group
I
chat.
was probably asleep.
Oh, dude, you didn't wake up to 200 text messages?
I did,
Of your
but
dad
I'm not
and
even in the
Zach?
group
I
chat, and
always
I got
clear.
200 text messages.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you were texting in the other group chat. Zach's an idiot.
so now let me ask you something. Let's say for this man, for Coach Kalen to be successful at Bama, he obviously needs to win. What time period does he have?
Now,
But no. Right. How long is the rope?
I think
Now.
3 years.
It's 3 years, no title.
I don't think the thing about Bama is that they're controlled by their boosters and their fan base.
That's every.
No, but that's Bama more than anybody because they're run by Nike, and the SEC they run Nike. They're organ
I
of
feel
Nike.
like this wasn't a big enough name.
It wasn't. That's why I think
For
his
them.
rope is this thin. I think if he wins 9 or 10 games this year, Bama fans are going to be like,
No.
"What the fuck?"
This has to be it has to be a playoff.
Has to be a playoff every year.
and it's 12 teams. You have to be a playoff every year.
Oh,
you
yeah,
got to
with
give me
12
an
teams,
SEC.
yeah, you
Well,
can't
it's not
miss
even
You
that.
need an SEC title
He
game.
needs to win in the play. He needs to win quarter and semi damn near to stay. I think if he goes to the playoff and loses first round, Bama fans are not going to be happy with that.
You can't fire in the first year though.
Not in the first year.
Not in the first year, but
So-
second year.
You know how shocked that they didn't call? Well, maybe they did. I don't know. But imagine Harbaugh at Bama.
I don't think
That's not the style.
It's a lateral move.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the.
Yeah, but they would have offered him whatever he wanted, right?
I don't.
If he's gonna move, he would have got more money in the NFL.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think college
if you're
football is
chasing-
more like he's attached to Michigan.
Okay, but if he's gonna stay at Michigan, why would you not want to go to Bama? You're basically number one for every year
Well, I'm saying
ever.
it's college, so he's like it's like he's more attached to the school.
Yeah, I guess.
he's a Midwest guy. Like Kalen DeBoer is a
I
South.
would've
I would have called
understand.
Urban Meyer.
I would have called Urban Meyer too.
I would've
Me and
called
Luke were
Urban
talking
Meyer.
about it.
That's a good.
I would have called Urban Meyer. Be like,
Come on,
what's
man.
up, man? Listen, we got young girls here too.
Oh,
That can sit on your bars at
Yeah,
lap. Sit on your laps of bars.
No, so Bama. What are your so next year? I think I told Luke. I mean CJ earlier. I think Georgia wins the whole fucking thing.
there's
I
no
think
reason their
Bama is for
odds
sure
should-
top 8 next year.
Are the odds out already for like way too early? College.
You got
They're
odds
plus
out?
I
800.
think so.
to win the national. Oh, there's got to
there
be
has to be odds already. No,
They're
I mean, I
plus
don't know.
800 to win the Natty.
Georgia.
No, Bama.
And what's your? I like Georgia and Ohio State
Easy
next
1-2.
year.
That's crazy. Ohio State's trash.
What?
Whoa, buddy. Hey, Howard.
Everyone left.
They got Will Howard.
And Mbuka is coming back, right?
Stop it. Will
And
Howard.
Anderson is coming
Will
back.
Howard's crazy.
The running back and Mbuka is coming back. And Will Howard.
I'm convinced Rafi could play running back at Ohio State.
Oh, that's
Oh,
bullshit.
get out of here.
I'm convinced.
Sorry, Ralph.
Dude, they got some superstars that have come out of there.
Stop
Come
it.
It's
on.
still Ohio State. Like, I understand they're losing to Michigan, but it's still Ohio State. Like, it's still their conference. It's Big Ten is Ohio
yeah.
State's conference.
Damn right.
Come on,
Damn
man.
right it is.
All right, so I found some way too earlys, but this is before
The higher.
coaching hires. So this is based off USA Today. Georgia is number 1,
Shocker.
Bama's 2, Michigan 3, 4 Texas, 5 Mississippi, 6 Notre Dame, 7 Oregon, 8 Oklahoma, 9 Ohio State, 10 LSU.
That's terrible.
Where's Notre
USA
Dame fucking
Today,
coming
baby.
from?
9?
USA Today.
Who does Notre Dame have? Who does Notre Dame have at quarterback?
USA Today has the worst.
What the fuck?
Dude,
never
Ohio
seen my-
State at 9.
Is ludicrous.
When was that made? Like
4 days.
after
4
the-
days ago.
Oh my god.
Well, you got to switch the Bama.
I have ESPN.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So here, number 1 Georgia, 2 is Texas, 3 is Oregon,
Wow.
4 is Bama, 5 Ohio State, 6 Michigan, 7 Ole Miss, 8 Missouri, 9 Arizona, 10 Notre Dame, 11 Washington, 12
Better
Penn
than the
State.
first one.
It's
yeah.
better than the first one, but why is Ohio State so low? And why is
They don't
Bama
believe.
so low?
They don't believe.
I don't believe.
They don't believe. I like Bama at 4. I don't like them at 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
I don't like the higher as much as these people. Obviously,
like the higher either.
I don't like the
like it
higher.
either.
I think it should have
Kalen
been.
DeBoer has won everywhere he's gone.
Who'd have been your guy? Urban Meyer? That's your number one.
They should have called him.
No, that wouldn't have been my number 1. My number 1 would have been Sark or Lane Kiffin.
well, obviously you were gonna get Sark, but I would have went for Lane Kiffin.
I would have gone. I would have gone Sark, Lane Kiffin, Urban Meyer, Dabo Swinney. I need a splash. I'm Alabama football. I need a splash. I'm now.
Do you really go after Dabo though?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes. I still go after
The
Dabo.
same kryptonite you were dealing with before.
Well, the same kryptonite got me to the playoff, and last year we could have argued that they should have been in the playoff
Yeah.
last year. So that's the thing. Last year you could have argued, and we did argue that they should have been in the playoff, and they weren't.
Yeah.
And this year they were in the playoff, and they
almost
and
won
they
that
had
game.
they were up 7 against the team that ended up winning the whole thing, and they were up 7 late in the game, and that coaching mistakes, inexperience at quarterback, and the inability for the quarterback to make a play with his arm. So, but we will see.
We'll see how they do.
We'll see how they do.
see.
I'd like to get in a little bit of MLB talk, just a little bit.
If we're going to go into another talk, let me take a quick break just to change the camera.
All right, 2-minute break. Just a little quick MLB, a little NBA recap. right, guys. So we're back from
We're
our
back,
break.
man.
So we were talking a little bit about the Dodgers' deferred payment here off camera.
And everyone they signed.
Yeah, so the state, by the way, the state now is upset because they can't tax that money right now or whatever, however the fuck it works out later on. Or
Don't they have
whatever.
enough?
No, they don't.
It's California, so no, they don't. They're going to raise gas tax again because the Dodgers.
The
now.
Dodgers won't
Shocker.
fucking.
Thanks to
Good job.
Ohtani.
Thanks, Shohei.
Thanks,
Fuck.
Ohtani
Fuck.
and all the 6 Japanese pitchers that they've now fucking signed. So
Oh my
to
God.
defer, I had brought up a question, thinking, and Eddie is a typical Dodger fan. He replied to me and he said, "What does it matter?" My question is, are the Dodgers doing this because they don't have money, or what the fuck? Or are they just going to keep using the excuse, oh, it's because we're going to... They keep deferring. They're signing and deferring everyone.
Are you saying they're broke?
I just think that they're.
I'm just asking.
I heard that it was more so for the players on getting them a tax break.
Bro, but you're... Okay, I understand a tax break, but dude, give me more than $2 million a year at a fucking 70.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, actually.
It's... I know Tani's going to get all sorts of money. He gets $50 million a year from advertisement
Yeah.
or, all that. But dude, it's still... It's think about this. In whatever year it is, 2035 or whatever, dude, you're going to have to pay these guys. Is that going to count against their payroll at that time? Do we know that? Do we not know that? Is there any way you can find that out?
That I
Because
don't-
think about it. You're going to owe one guy $68 million a year.
Yeah.
So that has to go somewhere. I don't know if Bonilla's contract counts against the payroll right now. Michael Brown might know.
He's still getting paid that contract.
Yeah, he's still getting paid that. But he got interest and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But these guys, if you deferred, you deferred Ohtani, you deferred even the guy they signed this week,
Yeah.
They deferred.
The kid from
Tampa Bay or
Yeah, no.
Seattle or whatever.
yeah, Seattle.
Who they signed? The outfielder?
The outfielder from Seattle.
Who? Hernandez? Yeah. Tio Oscar. That's a fucking ridiculous made up fucking name. They named that kid Uncle Oscar. His name is Uncle Oscar.
Tio Oscar.
Theo Oscar. This man's name is Uncle Oscar Hernandez. Are we at? That's his name. His name is Theo Oscar.
My goodness.
It's T-E-O. Technically, Theo.
That's the Latino version of like a Jaquan or a Shaquanda.
100%.
Same thing.
So Uncle Oscar Hernandez
Uncle Oscar.
has his contract as well deferred.
But you have to think of it too. Like, I think it's for recruiting also because the number one.
But you keep recruiting guys that you're still deferring.
I agree, but the number one knock on being a Dodger or any type of LA team is the taxes. You're getting taxed all that money.
The
So
Yankees
now-
get taxed the same shit. Sometimes I think more in New York.
I think-
more.
Yeah, it's more.
They're not deferring. I mean, the Dodgers are geniuses for thinking of it, right? And somebody came out and said, "Well, why don't other teams do it?" Well, other teams can't do it because
can't-
they don't
they can't
have the
afford it.
backing, and they don't have 8
like the
million
A's,
Mexicans that come and watch the Dodgers
The
play.
A's can't defer
No,
a bunch of contracts.
The A's can't defer a bottle of Camus. So, I mean, think about it. So they're fucked. But I don't understand how they just keep deferring and deferring and deferring. It's like, at what point do you just keep signing these guys? And when the guy, like if I'm Uncle Oscar who comes in there and you're going to tell me, hey, I'm going to defer you, I'll be like, no, bro, listen.
No, what the
You
fuck?
just deferred the other two fucking, the other two
That's a good
guys.
point, yeah.
Hermano and
Yeah, no,
and Primo.
the two Asian guys. The two Japanese players, you just deferred them. They don't know about money, fine. But me, I'm barely going to get this money, and you're going to defer it to me?
Yeah, because he's getting 1 year, $25 million.
23, 25, I don't know what it is. But how much of that are they deferring?
I didn't see a deferred part on that contract. You
No,
know,
I heard there was deferred. Can you pull up the deferred Eddie money or no? And then some guy made a badass T-shirt. They had the Dodger logo. Instead of saying Dodgers, it said deferred. That looked badass. They made a hoodie and everything. I think we should have come up with that.
we should.
That would have been,
That'd
CJ,
been
you
genius.
fucking sleeping.
What the? Oh.
You sleeping.
caught you lacking, bro.
Yeah, come on, CJ. That's got to be you, big guy. Be better. Be better, skin tone.
But
Be better.
bottom line, you have to win this year. This is unhinged.
This is out of
We
control.
got unhinged.
This is out of control.
We should never
But-
upload that camera, bro.
Yeah,
we
that
should
was.
have never done that.
I apologize, CJ. I don't.
For what?
I don't. Whatever.
But bottom line, right? They have to win this year. You cannot.
Okay. See, that is a conversation where your dad said, well, we're still missing. You're literally paying all sorts of players. You're signing all these guys. You're deferring all sorts of money. I think if you don't win this year and next year, or at least in the World Series,
you have to fire someone.
Oh, 100%. First round exit this year, Dave Roberts has to be fired.
You cannot.
Has to be
no
fired.
No question.
Gone.
Second round exit?
It's still, I'd fire him.
World Series exit?
Dude, no. You make the World Series, that's fine.
But you lost.
But you still made it.
That can't be a thing anymore. It can't.
Well, it is for Dodger fans because you guys keep fucking signing this fucking guy, giving him whatever he wants, and now you got him Uncle Oscar, too, for the outfield. So you got a stacked squad, I think.
Okay, so we're assuming Dodgers make it to the World Series. Who do you think on the other side is going to make it out of the AL?
I always think the Yankees. Yankees, Astros. Orioles suck. Orioles won whatever amount of games. Next year, they're going to win 85 games.
So Dodgers, Yankees, World Series. That's your pick?
Dodgers, Yankees, Dodgers, Astros. No, that's not my pick. I think it's going to be the Braves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't want it to ever be the Dodgers.
You're such a fucking ass.
To be honest with you. But I want to see this year, you have that, you've deferred all of these guys' money. You've signed all of these guys.
You have to win.
Your expectation is to win the World Series.
If you lose, it's not a good season.
No.
100% no.
No, I think if you're a Dodger fan and you're okay with that.
Usually they are. Sickening, right?
Yeah, this conversation, I'd like your dad to sit there so we can argue a little bit about it. Because he's like, oh, we're still missing pieces.
Or he says you can't buy a championship. It doesn't always work.
The fucking Yankees bought it. They bought a couple.
I agree. So did
they bought a couple. So, and the Dodgers tried to buy some before.
That didn't work though.
No, it didn't work. But the Yankees bought some, and they bought some. Paid straight cash.
They paid for multiple World Series.
Straight cash.
They have what, 26?
Did you find how many deferred?
Oh yeah, so there's 4. They have Ohtani, Mookie, Freddie, and Hernandez. All deferred payments totaling $865.5 million from 2033 to 44.
Can you believe that?
Almost $1 billion. So who is it again? Freddie Freeman,
Mookie, Ohtani, and Hernandez.
Uncle Hernandez, right?
Hernandez.
Uncle
How much
Oscar.
did they defer his contract?
How much did they defer?
Because he's only getting 1 year, $25 million or 26.
$8.5 million deferred until
That's a little
30
bit.
to 39.
That's a little bit. That's okay.
It's like
I don't know, man.
Basically, $1 million a
125.
year is being deferred.
Okay.
Well, no, he's getting deferred $8.5 million because he's only playing for 1 year.
Yeah, it's only 1
No,
year.
yeah, but I'm saying like what's being deferred is $1 million a year, basically.
I think that's okay. That one I think is fine. He got most of it.
And apparently, I tried looking it up, but in
Does
terms
it
of
count
taxes,
against?
it hits their luxury tax once it's paid out, I think.
Right. So think about it. So in 20 whatever, when you're paying Ohtani $68 million, and I don't know what Mookie's number is and what's his name number is. Freddie's number. I don't know what they're.
Mookie earns $120 million in deferred money from 2033 to 44, and Freddie Freeman is set to receive $57 million from 2028 to 2040.
Okay, so Freddie's number is a lot smaller. Mookie's is $10 million a year.
Yeah.
So think about it. Yeah, $10 million a year for Mookie, and you have $68 million for Ohtani. That's $78 million.
$58 million for $56 million for Freddie.
But Freddie's is I'm talking about just in 1 year.
Just in
You're talking
1
about
year.
$78 million in deferred money to 2 players.
Bro, getting
So you're talking about
we're talking
about $82 million a year in deferred money by 2033.
That's absurd.
That means that your kids don't make them Dodger fans because you're not going to be able to fucking sign anyone by that
I will
point.
always stand that it needs to change for baseball. The salary cap. You have to have a cap.
I don't agree with that. I'm okay with no salary
This
cap.
is absurd.
I'm okay with the teams being able to spend whatever they want. I like that.
I don't like it.
Why?
I think
Why?
it's out of
What's the
out of
point?
hand.
What's the point of them being able to spend anything if it's going to defer?
Because
for like
it's
2
baseball.
decades?
Baseball shows you every year that it doesn't matter how many hitters you have or how many of this you have. Nobody repeats consistently except for the Yankees at that late 90s or whatever it was. And that's because those teams, Jeter was young, and then they added all the pieces and they had pitching. Baseball is a different animal. Marlins won in 97 and in like 2001 or whatever the other year was, 2005, 6, whatever.
Were a wildcard team the 2 years that
they won. And then they won whatever 2 or 3 titles.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So baseball's different.
It's different, but
Baseball's different. Baseball's not the NBA. The NBA
Actually-
needs that because the NBA would literally stack a fucking Durant and everybody just to beat the Joker.
yeah.
So, I mean,
The Suns are doing that with the salary cap.
well, the Suns,
And it's
see,
not
the NBA is letting you can have three
Yeah.
max players. The Suns are showing you that it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, those three guys can't play defense and score 120 points a night.
Yep.
So you need other dudes. So, but in baseball, a guy who makes $500,000 could come out and pitch lights out for whatever,
Yeah.
and that's how it goes. Look at the D-backs this year.
Yeah, they were.
D-backs, nobody had the Rangers win it.
team.
The Rangers have a roster. There's no doubt about it. They went out and spent money.
But they
The
had
money they
injuries,
spent,
too.
by the way, DeGrom didn't pitch.
Yeah, they had
Scherzer
injuries.
got hurt. So, like, the money they went out, the guys they went out and
That shit
traded,
didn't
the
work
money
for
they
them.
spent. Yeah, but they had Seager, who they signed the year before.
Yeah.
Trevor Simeon they paid. So they, they paid all the guys. But I just don't. I think baseball's different. I think you can let them spend $300 million a year. I just don't want to hear the excuses by Dodger fans at the end of the year when you've spent this amount of money on free agency.
But Rafa, you're going to hear it.
But see that to me, but that's unrealistic.
I agree, but you know how they are. It's too obvious.
But it's unrealistic. How could you be that? How can you how can you respect the fan like that? Seriously, when you go out and you spend that amount of money, are you going to sit here and tell me you didn't think we were going to win? You didn't think we were going to win?
They should win.
Are you saying that?
No, I agree with you. They should win no matter what. But you're going to hear fans, of course, saying, "Oh, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed."
They're going to have 3 of the 6 best hitters in the game in one
1, 2,
lineup.
3.
At 1, 2, 3.
Literally.
The 3 best hitters, in 3 of the 4 best hitters in the National League, the National League's pretty good, but 3 of the 5 best, 3 of the 5 best hitters in the National League are going to be on your team. They're going to have the most at bats, in the National League. Probably are going to be those 3 guys, and if they don't win, well, we didn't have enough pitching. Well, you fucking deferred everything. Why didn't you
Defer more money.
Defer more money. I don't want to hear excuses from Dodger fans if you do not win the World Series. Not a fucking one.
Period.
Not one. Not we did so good we made the World Series. You shouldn't have won. You should win 125 games this year. You're probably going to be minus 300 every fucking night. Right? So
You'll only be able to bet on them with -1.5.
yeah, exactly. -1.5, -200 every night.
Every night.
You should win 125 games. You should sweep the first round of the playoffs.
They
But
won't.
what'll happen is you're going to get a bye. There's going to be all these play-in games. You're going to have to sit a week, and the fans are going to cry
And
about
they're
it.
going to complain about this.
And you're going to cry about it because you're going to lose in the first round.
That was last year. That was this last year. They lost in the first round. Oh, but the playoff structure sucks.
Yeah, there's always an excuse. There's always an excuse for the Dodgers, and I'm tired of it.
The bar set high, and then they adjust it after.
Yeah, no. Yeah, stop adjusting it.
No more adjusting.
No more
That's the
adjusting.
rule. This
Well,
year.
Ryan said again, Eddie is out, Jacob, you're in.
Is he an Angel fan?
Brian?
Yeah.
No, Brian is a Giants fan, and
Oh,
he'll
that's what
fucking
it
let you know about it every time.
How'd that happen?
It's homosexuality. I don't know.
Jacob, you gonna watch any of the UFC? I know it's a big NFL weekend. You're gonna peek at the UFC fights
I'm
at
sure
all?
I'll
Do we have a preview? You got
So,
something?
yeah, we'll have
so
to.
Magomed
have to.
Enclave versus Johnny Walker. So this was the
rematch.
third. This was the third fight of the main card on the Islam Makhachev.
and-
Is that the main
Volkanovski.
event tomorrow?
It is. It's the main fight. So what happened last time? Magomed Ankalaev kneed him when he was down. He told the ref that Johnny Walker doesn't speak English. He's from Brazil. The ref was asking him, "Where are you?"
Excuse me a second. This motherfucker's name is Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker.
Brazilian.
And he doesn't speak English.
Straight-
He's
Doesn't speak-
Brazilian.
straight Brazilian.
His dad was a fucking alcoholic, as his mother was. Go ahead.
So Johnny Walker got kneed. The ref was asking
that.
him, "What country are you in?" And he doesn't speak English, so he said the desert, and they called the fight off. So yeah, no decision, no contest.
So now that's going to be the main event.
So
The
this is the main
desert. Is there
event.
desert in Brazil?
No,
the fight
they
was-
were in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
They were in Abu Dhabi.
Ah, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
So where's this fight at?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Are they going to
Vegas.
explain
I
to
think it's in
him?
Vegas.
Are they going to explain
It's
to him?
Vegas.
So when he gets knocked the fuck
You're
out
in
again, the ref's going to
Vegas.
ask him, he's going to say casino? Is that what he's going to say?
Casino. I actually
don't
like.
think this is in Vegas because fight
not?
time's at 4 p.m. So it's somewhere,
Really?
somewhere in some random ass country.
Well, let's find out where it's at. It's at 4 p.m. Not a random country. 4 p.m. in random countries is fucking 1 a.m. So, and 2 and 3 and fucking 9 a.m.
And Canega,
Yeah, and Canega.
it's 5
Some random countries in 4 p.m.
Some random country at 4 p.m. What do you not know a fucking time zone? You need geography. You know what? Next semester, sign up for fucking geography and world clocks.
I didn't even catch that because you caught it. I didn't catch it at first.
Unfucking believable. Do you have an iPhone? This motherfucker have
sign
an
up
iPhone?
for geography and world clocks.
Bro, pull up this motherfucker's iPhone and just put in there New Zealand time zone, China, and then fucking a couple of European countries just so he can be
I love
set.
how he said random country.
Random country. Nebraska. Where is this fight at tomorrow, man?
Oh, it is in Vegas. Why so
I
early?
said Vegas.
Why is it
Some
so early
random
then?
fucking country
in
It's-
Vegas.
You know what? It's probably at the Venetian, so it's like, I don't know where that's at.
But why is it so early? The main card's at 4 p.m.
Paris.
Yeah, it's at the Paris.
I think that's when the
Paris.
prelims start.
Oh.
Or when the main card
The
starts.
main card's at 7.
The main card
Has to
starts.
be.
So
Yeah.
that's the main fight. Johnny Walker, who's Brazilian, he's not from fucking Brooklyn, New York, guys.
He's not.
He's
not.
from Washington, D.C. So Johnny Walker's fighting.
He's fighting Magomed Ankalaev.
He should be the underdog, Johnny Walker.
I think he is.
Do we
the
have a
underdog.
line, Eddie Money?
He was the underdog the first time.
And it was a close fight.
Do you have a pick on this? Is that what you're...
I got a pick. So
Uh-oh. So
Johnny
it's a
Walker.
skin tone pick.
Skin tone pick.
Oh, wow.
I like
Here we go.
Magomed Ankalaev by choke. I like him by submission in the 3rd round. So Magomed
That's for
Ankalaev,
sure plus money.
he is he's been training with Sean Strickland.
5-round or 3-round fight?
This is main event, so it might be 5 round.
Can we check that? Let's check that before we give false information. We're not CNN here, okay? So relax.
We're not
CNN.
We're not CNN. this thing.
MSNBC.
Yeah, we're not doing that here today.
We're not too nobody.
It's the main card, so it might be 5, but it should be 3.
Eddie
not
Money
televised.
searches.
I like-
He's
I
also
like-
trying to find...
5 rounds.
5 rounds, so I like it to go the distance, period. I like it to go the distance, whether it's 3, whether it's 5, I like it to go the distance.
So
Well,
he's
it's
gonna
5.
So he's gonna choke him in the 5th.
He's going to choke him in the 5th.
So it's not gonna go the distance. He's gonna choke him out in the 5th.
I'm saying it's going to go the length of Jacob, do you get what I'm trying to say?
He's technically correct.
Okay.
I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. Listen, does anybody speak wherever fucking tribe he's from?
voice. Let me say it in my white voice so you understand. I like the fight to go into the 5th round. I like to
Okay.
go to the length of the fight to go to the 5th round. I like Magomed Ankalaev to choke Johnny Walker out. He's been training with Sean Strickland, the middleweight champion, on his grappling. And I just think he was beating his ass in the 1st round. I think Johnny Walker wouldn't have made it out of that round just because of how he hit him with a knee. He brought him to the ground, and I think he choked him out
So by submission,
by submission.
Yes.
plus 700.
Yeah, plus money.
What's the line on the fight?
Magomed is minus 550.
This man gonna go out on a limb here.
I just
Motherfucker's
But
minus 550.
He's plus money, though.
What's the total? This is the over under.
If he gets by submission, it's plus 700 though.
What's the over under?
It has to be
Fucking
3.5.
1.5.
1.5.
It has to be 3 at least, I think. Or no, probably 2.5 at that. With this kind of odds, it has to be 2.5.
Magomed doesn't have hands like that. He chokes people out.
It's over. It's over under 1.5.
1.5.
I like it.
He said go in the 5th.
I like it.
So you like the over?
Well, the
like the
over
over.
is minus 175.
I like the over.
Okay, so you like the over at
I like
minus
it.
175.
I like it.
And
Likes by
this
submission.
man
I like it by
likes it to
submission.
Submission.
Yes.
Plus 700. That's plus
Plus-
money, Rafa.
It's plus money. It makes no sense, but hey.
I like it.
All right, so we're gonna give you a skin tone chip
Skin
here
tone
tonight.
chip. Can we call it a Canega chip?
Over.
We cannot call it that.
We cannot call it that. You can call it a Canega chip, but not the Canega. Over 1.5 minus 175. And what's his name again?
Magomed Ankalaev.
That guy to submission is plus 700. There's a white dude on my screen dribbling a basketball. He fell over. Never again, guys. Never again. So anyway, so that's your UFC skin tone chip
I like it.
for tomorrow. Walker versus
Magomed Ankalaev.
and those fights start at 4:00. Anybody else? Any
If
fight?
you think it'll go in round 5, that's plus 1,200.
I like it to go the distance.
Wow, you sprinkling some money on there?
No, he's not.
Of course
No,
not.
he's not. Okay.
Of course not.
All right, just making sure.
I wasn't. Y'all act like when I say these things, I'm like, bet it. Like, no, I just like it to
That's
go in
what
the
we
5th
say.
round.
That's what we say.
No, but I don't
That's what
say
we
it.
say.
But I don't say it. But I never say it.
All right.
We're the gambling show of record.
I am not the gambling person of record.
Okay. All
But
right.
he's giving out skin tone chips.
Get out skin tone.
Skin toe chips. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. So, anyways, guys, so let's jump into NBA real quick before we get out of here. We never cover it. Pacers. Keep an eye on the Pacers. Halliburton's hurt.
Still hitting the
Real
over.
quick, you asked about Brian and his team. He goes, SF, I'm gay.
So So is he also a Niners fan?
No. He's a Cowboy fan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's a gay cowgirl.
By the way, B-Tap said bye-bye Eddie as well.
Oh, my God.
goodness.
You guys are hating on Eddie,
Hammering
man.
him tonight. What's going on?
What's on with you guys? Eddie's not even here, and he's getting pounded.
Do they have, like, a
Giggity.
big- He's getting pounded.
Giggity.
He's getting pounded.
He's having a time in UNC.
So, NBA, Halliburton's out. Forget about their totals for a while. Tonight was at 252.
They still probably hit the over.
No, it didn't get.
they
It didn't
did?
get close.
They won, though, and they were underdogs.
They won.
You know what I like betting on? The Thunder. The Thunder for me are a great team to bet
This
on.
guy, I like betting on the second best team in the West.
They cover spreads.
They do cover.
Do they really?
They cover
Yes.
spreads. They love it.
Man,
It's a
what?
fair thing to do.
Let's talk a little bit about the Lakers, man.
Man, what do you do? I'm hearing.
Dude.
I'm hearing a lot of that.
Are
trade
you-
rumor going
By the way,
on.
Where are you hearing this? Is this the same Twitter? This
No,
this dude's
these
on?
are. This is like shams. This is like actual NBA people.
Mainstream.
About Darvin Ham?
No, not Darvin Ham, but
He should be gone.
oh, he should be gone. He's
Yes.
terrible.
I'll
He
tell you
should've
something,
gone
and this is going to
couple
be
years ago.
unpopular. If Darvin Ham was white, they would have fired his ass already.
No comment.
100%. 100%. Every time LeBron's had a white coach, with the exception of Spoelstra, look at when they had David Blatt, they went to the finals and they fired his ass because they didn't win.
Yeah.
They fired him halfway through the season. The team was good. Tyronn Lue comes in, they win a championship because Draymond, got suspended. They win a championship. All of a sudden, Tyronn Lue's a good coach. Frank Vogel
should have
wins
been
a
the
championship.
coach.
They fire his ass the next year.
Frank Vogel
Right
should've-
after that,
should've
halfway through the
stayed.
season, after the season, whatever
That
it
was a huge mistake.
Firing Frank?
Yes.
Frank was a good coach. He's dealing with shit there in
That's
in
not
Phoenix.
that's not his fault.
That's
in
not
Phoenix.
That's not his
That's
fault
not
in
his fault in
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I think bringing Bradley Beal was stupid for them. I thought it was initially a good idea, but they don't even have a point guard.
Who is? Yeah, like
They don't have one. There's fucking nobody. They don't have a
they're
point
just
guard.
playing.
They're just
running
they're
around.
They're just playing hoops.
Yeah, they
Literally
can
just
only
playing
beat,
hoops.
They can only beat the Lakers.
like them-
But dude, the Lakers are bad.
They're terrible.
Like their roster sucks. They have two guys who can't score.
Yeah.
Like how many games is Cam Reddish going to have with 0 points, or with 1 point, or with 2 points? Vanderbilt.
He's just there to play defense. He has
Oh, I love
no.
Gilbert Arenas shreds these guys.
Oh, Gilbert. I love Gilbert.
Dude, he
They're
literally
talking about
shreds. He's like the Lakers play 5-on-3 every night. He was showing a clip of the game last night, and he goes, "If the Suns played the Lakers 82 games, Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are all defensive team.
They just love.
Nobody scored on them because they could. Then nobody
I'm hearing a lot of Zach LaVine to the Lakers
I heard that as
real
well.
soon.
for what?
And DeJounte Murray.
Yeah. I'm hearing.
Dejounte Murray from Atlanta.
Yeah.
He just got paid.
I'm just letting you know what's being said.
What's being said on the streets, Rafa?
But for who?
But it's like-
Give me these proposed trades.
Probably a D-Lo.
There's no like proposed trade.
Yeah,
set,
it's
but
just hearing-
said
they're just in conversations.
like, proposed talks. But those are the two guys that are here.
But I feel like you have to make a move. You have to make something because you cannot keep this team like the way it is.
Zach LaVine has been talked about for a while.
Like a couple of years now to
Yeah.
the Lakers.
So that means it's never happening.
Can I say that he's not as good as everybody thinks he is?
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Like he's not, but the casual Laker fan's gonna think he's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you'll get the Kobe Laker fan who will blame LeBron, a 39-year-old LeBron, for the team not being any good. Like it's LeBron's fault that fucking AD's trash 98% of the
and
nights.
Cam Reddish is
And
just
Cam
there.
Reddish is a defensive specialist who can't shoot the three. Like the roster sucks.
It's bad.
It sucks. I told you guys about that the white guy, and you guys
Austin
loved
Reeves.
the signing. You loved it. You're fucking all over Austin, and it was trash. The guy's not very good.
What they do?
Just fucking.
okay, so you're the GM. What's your
I'm
first
trading
move?
Anthony Davis.
That should have been done 2 years ago.
That's not a bad move.
The
what do
thing is that the
you
team
want picks or do you want players?
picks are overrated in the NBA.
I agree.
They're overrated. Like the guys need to in the NBA, guys just don't show up and they're fucking superstars overnight. And I think picks are overrated in the NBA. I think picks are overrated in baseball. I just think they are. And because the lifespans are so much longer, right? Like nobody's a LeBron, a Melo, a D Wade, Jason Tatum. None of those aren't.
Those aren't.
That shit's not overnight. Look at
Yeah.
fucking Zion. I mean, he's playing better, but
you still can't rely on him.
right.
But this is totally off topic, but it's not the Lakers, but it's a question that I've been seeing a lot. OKC is a young team. They're second in the league. They have a lot of young players and a lot of draft picks. Would you wait to see how this year ends up before you make a move, or would you make a move now to get someone?
If I'm the
big?
Thunder,
Yes. Bring in someone with tough experience or someone that's like traded
if you feel that you can win it, then you have to make a trade.
this year before the
If
trade
you
deadline.
feel that you can win it, are they the number 2 seed in the West right now?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, they're behind the T-Wolves at 1. Actually, I think they're tied for 1, basically.
I think like
I think
half a game behind.
You make a move to win it, to try and win it, right? But you got to sit there and you're picking and choosing what you're giving
it's
up,
hard 'cause
right?
they have a young core of players that are bonding and
I don't think you get a guy that can take over like a big position. I think you just get a guy on the bench to help them within the playoffs. Like advice, I think.
I don't know.
I think I would wait to see where this year ends up and see where, because I think they still I don't think they make the finals. I think they lose probably the second round and see where they're missing. And
I don't think
a big move.
I don't think they win a playoff series right
Really?
now. Yeah, if you tell me they have to play the Kings in the first round,
Oof,
I don't
yeah,
think they
that's a
win.
tough matchup.
If you tell me they have to play Dallas in the first round, I don't think they win. Denver,
Lakers, they win.
I don't think they beat the Lakers either.
You're probably right.
It's
Because of
the
LeBron's
different
experience.
moments, right? It's
Yeah.
a different time. The way the Lakers are, they can get
The
in
Lakers
at
will
the
get
10.
in at the number 9.
They can get in at the 9 or the 10. They'll
then-
play in and they'll
yeah,
play
they'll
in and
make
they'll
it.
win, right?
By the way, Minnesota, they have the 28th easiest remaining schedule, and OKC has the 21st.
Wow.
Boston,
So they're booked for the playoffs.
Boston's at 30 and Orlando's at 29, so all those guys should be going to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt that they're going to get to the playoffs. The thing is, when
you
the
win
trade deadline comes, where does Oklahoma need improvement? Their best player is Shea. He's their point guard. He's the distributor.
Yeah.
You have Chet. You have all the players
They have
for
so
you
many
to.
young players.
You have your future ahead of you, right? And they're overachieving.
And they have like 30 first-round picks still. So, I mean,
They could build within. They can trade the first round picks for a player who's maybe expiring.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, that and I don't know who that is. I don't have a list in front of me. I think they need, watching this game here, I think they would need a player of Brandon Ingram's caliber,
Yeah.
a guy who can score, who you can get it to.
Yeah.
I think a Bradley Beal type player like that, who doesn't get hurt all the time. I just think you need that CJ McCollum type. That type of player is what you need.
Yeah, because I think they're too young this year to do anything in the playoffs.
Oh, I agree.
They're so young. So that's why I think maybe next year or maybe even this year they trade for someone with experience in the playoffs that can maybe take them to that next level. But I think it's still
the
too
West.
early.
I think the West is.
wide open as can be.
I don't know if it's wide open. The way the Clippers have been playing,
They look for
the
real.
Clippers after the first 4 or 5 games after Harden came over,
They figured it
they've
out.
been fucking rolling. Like they've literally
They won, like,
figured
12
it
or
out.
13, right?
They're
The
like
other
on
day?
fire. They were 13-2 in December. They won again tonight on the road in Memphis. I think they've been awesome. I think they maybe, you know what? Maybe a guy like, and I don't know what his contract is, but maybe Oklahoma doesn't make a huge splash, but maybe go out and get like a guy like John Collins, let's say, who's not a huge name, but a guy who can shoot the three. He's
Yeah.
big. Just another scorer. I think they would need.
Three
And
and
Minnesota,
deep, I
I think, is going to choke. I think Minnesota's going to win the first round, and then they're out.
Agreed.
I think their Cat ain't big time like that. I don't think. I don't think he's a dog.
Did I see that picture of that video of Cat when he's on the ground?
Which one?
He's just so zesty.
He's super zesty.
He is. He's extra.
You seen those videos?
I think he's the J of the
he's
NBA.
the J.
Oh,
He's the J of the NBA.
Oh, 100%.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
He's the J.
He's the J of the
Sorry,
NBA.
Jay.
Oh, fuck you, Jay.
Catching strays.
Catching strays.
On the
Your
show.
pops was catching
Right
strays
before his
saying he's
birthday.
fucking 3.
Right before
We
his-
don't even know when his birthday is.
We think it's tomorrow.
What do you think it's tomorrow? You're related to him.
It has to be tomorrow, right?
No,
Right?
because the way they celebrate for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days.
Last
Like
year was
fucking
a whole
women.
week.
Last week,
Like
yeah.
women.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he celebrates Mother's Day for the whole like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then
He missed 2 episodes because of Mother's Day.
because of Mother's Day. Yeah, he had two up at Mother's Day. By the way,
remember
Father's Day they actually made him leave the house. Like, you're leaving.
It's Father's Day. This one don't matter.
He was
Yeah,
here.
he was here for Father's Day weekend. But
great.
so NBA, by the way, just for the let's say the Final Four of the NBA in the West, I like the Clippers, and I think Dallas is gonna put it together.
Really?
Yeah. I think
That would be a good matchup.
I think they're gonna trend up. I think Dallas and the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. This is early. We're in January, and I still have Bucks Celtics in the East.
Bucks Celtics for me is a lot.
I think it's pretty no brainer.
Yeah, I think for me it's probably the Nuggets, and probably the Clippers.
Oh, I didn't even. I went against Denver. Shame on me. Shame on me. Fuck it. Eddie Money, you got an NBA prediction real quick?
Same as his. I can never count out Jokic.
Oh yeah, no, he's a monster. He's a monster. They won't give him the MVP ever again because he's white,
Yeah,
but
'cause-
and he doesn't care to win it.
By the way, Brian said Darvin Ham, he's getting fired on the tarmac.
He should.
He should.
He should.
He should get fired right outside Staples Center in the parking lot. Like, bro, listen, let me have your parking pass.
I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't know what they're waiting to see. Like, what do you need to
You
see
can't
more?
fire him. I already told you. He's black. You can't fire him. I'm sorry. I said it. That's
Again,
it.
I have no comment.
You can have no comment. I'm telling you the truth. When it comes to LeBron, that's the way it is. When they fired Fizdale, and I think Fizdale was coaching in Memphis or whatever, and they fired him, and the league was like, fucking LeBron came out, and he's like, oh, how could you fire that guy, and blah, blah, because he's garbage. I don't know if it was the Knicks or the Memphis, wherever he was at, and they fired him. He's like, the dude's trash, bro. Like, what are you going to do? Darvin Ham should have never
He should have been fired on.
Darvin Ham should have never been the coach of the Lakers. Bottom line.
I agree.
No fucking way. How many minutes we got in this quarter?
240.
Oh, we need 10 points.
We need 10?
Yeah, I got Denver in the over.
Come on, bang this. Let's just do live look-in for this. Over.
Live look in. We need 112 first
pace is
half
slowing
over.
down.
Jesus Christ.
Bang
we're dead in the
that.
water.
You love taking totals, huh?
Oh, we
I
like
love
that.
it.
We
And
like
I got
that.
Denver -3 in the first half.
We need 7 points?
We need 7 points to push, 8 to win.
Come on.
We're live looking.
Let's end it with
Denver,
the
by
bang
the way,
here.
8 of 14 from 3.
Wow.
Dude, is it me? Does
Oh, my
Valanciunas not
goodness.
remind you of Travis Kelce?
It is. 100% Travis Kelce.
Does he not?
Looks just
If
like
you
him.
tell me that guy, if you put him on just walking around in the
I
Chiefs
cannot
facility,
stand this guy, but he bangs threes, though.
Alvarado,
Alvarado. Can't
I
stand
like him. I like
So
his
annoying.
story.
So annoying. I don't give a fuck. That dude is
We need-
so
we need-
annoying.
we need 4
I'm
points?
like Eddie, dude. I'm a story dude. He's got a good
you,
story.
You guys are story guys.
I like stories, man. You get emotional, you cry a little bit.
Oh, here
Get
we
the
go.
whole
Here
Reggie.
we go.
You fucking.
That's
That's
a
a foul.
push.
Oh my god,
We need 4 points here.
dude, that was a loose ball foul. There we go. We need 2. This man just fucking squeal. Hey, what?
That's Cat.
What are you on the court?
That's
This was Elwood.
that's Cat. That's Cat getting that one.
That's cat. That's Cat's and what? Look at the
That's
Joker. Get in the hole, Reg. How much time we got? I can't
a
see
minute.
the
A minute 20.
Oh, a minute 20. We're locked in.
Oh, stop it.
I lose this shit, I'll break the table.
And what?
And one. We're good. Locked in. We're free rolling now, fellas. There we go.
Chico's at LA Fitness.
That's me. I'm like AD.
Oh, man. So
What a
Lakers
great
should
show.
move on from AD. We know they won't.
They won't.
Do the Lakers draft Bronny?
No,
stop
no
it.
one drafts him.
He sucks.
He can't even. He's averaging what? Like,
Dude, he
2
sucks.
points in college.
Dude, but ESPN makes such a big deal
Bro,
the first
they
game where he,
post everything.
bro, the first game he had 10. They made such a big deal. Oh, Bronny 10, blah
see-
blah. The next fucking game, 0 for 4.
You see that?
2
Yeah, I
points.
know.
You see ESPN's like big 3. It was like 2 players that score like 15 a game, and then it was
And then it's
Bronny, but there's no stats. It said like good team players. I'm like,
Are you serious?
I swear.
Shut the fuck up.
It was
Can you find
Trojans, the Trojans big 3 or something like
You
that.
gotta find it.
Oh, my
Locker room guy.
It was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Locker room dude.
I gotta find that shit.
He's only hit his over on points twice.
Was it 4?
What is it, 4?
It was 4, and then after the game, it went up to 6.5.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
That's too many points.
All right, guys. So we're out of here.
It was at 6.5. He got 0 the next game.
Oh, that was the next game? They mushed him?
Yeah, that's a mush.
All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up episode 64.
Great show.
Eddie will be back next week, sitting in his chair, and we'll have
We'll bring Ace back on.
Oh,
we'll bring Ace back on.
last quick question. Real
Yes.
quick. What do you think the headline is on the next show? What do you think the next big headline is?
Baker Mayfield in the divisional round.
Wow.
So that's yours.
That's a bold.
That's what I think it is.
That's a bold statement. CJ.
Mine wins. Jim Harbaugh stays in Michigan.
Wow, what do you got?
Belichick to the Chargers.
Man, wow. That's a lot. Fuck, I can't say anything now. I thought Harbaugh news would be the next headline.
But what do you think? Is he NFL?
I think he's NFL.
Okay.
I think he's NFL. I think he's Chargers, Raiders.
Give a team just for fun.
Raiders. For me, Harbaugh I can't see him with the Chargers. I really can't. I can't see the Chargers going that way. The other news, I'll give you different news. Johnson, the offensive coordinator of the Lions. I'll give you that news. Lions, offensive coordinator of the Lions, Falcons' next head coach.
Ooh, that's a great
For next week, because the Lions, I think, lose this weekend. So he's going to get a job.
turn around like
He's going to turn around some fucking deuces.
At halftime, he's getting the job.
He's fucking out.
At halftime, he's like, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I got to go, fellas. Listen, I got to go. Arthur Blank's going to be on the fucking tarmac. I love it. So, but, all right, guys, episode 64. Thank you for staying with us.
Thank you, everybody.